Let's see. Shazam. Hey, it's Rick from All Bricks Count. Sorry, just thirsty. Streaming to Kick, Twitch, Twitter. Oh God, they don't call it Twitter anymore. They call it X. I'll have to update that at some point. YouTube and Facebook. If this is your first time, thanks for tuning in. I build Lego and I build pretty much every other brick company out there. This being one of them, Mould King. You can find this. Actually, you can find this everywhere now. Now it's all over Amazon, Canada, US, probably UK. You can find it everywhere. What can I say about this? This looks like it's sort of going to fit into Speed Champ scale, maybe slightly bigger, minifig scale anyway. This should be interesting. Mould King. I think this is another one that comes with a case. I don't know. I seem to recall reading that. Definitely some nice packaging. Some stuff I find weird about it. Kind of looks like it's got Batman-ish vibe to the background. I don't know. I bet you if they did a Batman type car, and I say type because, well, they don't have the license for GhostBusters. This is clearly a take on the Ecto-1 from GhostBusters. They call it GhostBus. But it's very clearly an Ecto-1 or Ecto-2 take. Ghostbuster experts can correct me which one this is taken after. It's got the damage markings from, I think, the Afterlife version. I'll let you guys educate me on this. Very nice packaging. Again, this is not cereal box thin like a lot of the Lego ones would be at this scale. It's a nice packaging. I took off some of the extra sticker garbage from Amazon and the seller of this so that you could see what the retail box looks like as is. And just so you can, there's the UPC, in case you guys are trying to look stuff up. But 10,021 or whatever I put in the title, which is 27020, you can look it up either way and you'll probably find the same Mould King set everywhere. And you'll probably find the same set without Mould King on it. But I tell you, I've been happy so far building these Mould King sets. Let's see what happens in the near future. A lot of nice things happening for the channel. A lot of nice things coming my way for you guys to see and enjoy. I mean, look how densely packed that is. Okay. This thing is packed tight. Hey, Hobby. Awesome. So, Hobby will join us. I'll give him some screen real estate when he pops on. But it's like, this is great. Nice, densely packed. Let's see. Oh my goodness, look at the size of that book. You know, actually, I have it handy. Let's see if I can do this without messing anything up too badly. Speed Champs, 300-piece type set, right? This size. Mould King, look at the size of the book. Oh my goodness. That's okay. My eyes are fine. We'll see what the book is like, though. Actually, let's get everything else out. All right. Lots and lots of bags. I don't see stickers in there. Good sign, I think. I hope. Tell you, that's a great looking. And look at, and it closes back up. That's, I mean, look, you put that on a shelf, you wouldn't even know that's been open. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but. And you guys probably won't see that anyway. But there's the Dread sticker sheet. So, and it looks like it's clears. We all know how much I love that. But it's here. And they go with the 10,021. So that's going to be their license plating. MK. So, okay, cool. Excuse me. I don't necessarily have an intention on finishing this tonight. I'll bring out my little number 1 Lego tool, the screwdriver. Number 2 Lego tool. Let's see. Actual brick separator. I don't know if they give us one. If they do, I'll try it and use it. Anyway, so there's a manual. Nice, so you can see it. Very small. This size of book, I see they were, hey Greg, this size of book, I remember Lego doing for the Planet series or smaller type builds like that. So, 2012, 2013, 2014, the little Star Wars Lego sets with the big balls, the planets, and you get a tiny build inside there. I called them ornaments because those things were great as an ornament. But wow, dense too, like 67, 68 pages, full color, nice bleed edge to edge. They don't gray out previous steps, so this is very Lego style, very nice. Contrast is good, nothing ridiculous. Great balls of fire, Jerry. The murderer, not the murderer. Wow, Jerry Lee Lewis, the man. Oh, another mold. Look at that. So, Mould King. There's a barcode there. Like maybe for missing parts. Anyway. So are they suggesting I open all the parts right away? Even though they number the bags? Like, I mean, good for them numbering the bags so they don't lose stuff, but, the numbering bags, it was kind of a thing for us. But okay, whatever. Whatever. They do have a customer service at what looks like yx-mk.com. Oh my goodness. All right, some big piece here. So they want us to basically open everything. Ooh, there was a tiny hole in there. While the box was so well sealed, I'm not really worried about missing parts. Oh my goodness. That's the one thing with some of these companies, like, they got the warnings about kids and that. Keep it away from babies and children. Here's your choking hazard. They'll be chewing on it because there's just no way. Look at this. I'm not even kidding. That stuff is... That is something else. That's some next level plastic. By the way, I don't know what you guys have heard, but not just Lego, but a lot of people are getting away from clear plastic. And it's going to make our lives miserable in certain ways. Okay, wow, lots and lots of parts here. This is where a little color sorting might be nice. Now, they sub-bag a few of these parts. I don't know if they did that for specific reasons. There we go. We got a rear windscreen, which is in actually really good shape. If that's what bagging does, great. And actually, let's see. Nice thing about all these, yeah, this is pretty good. Okay. You guys probably didn't see what I was doing, but the overhead shot might look like a mess in a minute. So is bag one. I didn't even count out my bags. And a bag of just what is the tires from the looks of it. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and those parts. Yeah, that's tough, honestly. I mean, I routinely throw around fridges and coolers at work. So I'm not... the guns aren't as big as they used to be, but the guns are still strong. So at 600 pieces, this is not going to be a fast build with them all dumped on the table. probably do a color sort, but I don't feel like killing that kind of time. Wow, the static alone. Look, yeah. I'm a big GhostBusters fan, which is why I didn't mind grabbing another Mould King so soon. This one was kind of a peer pressure one. Mega Dan and a few other people, but specifically Mega Dan. Hope he's around. Our brother is dealing with some crap, but he should be around. And oh, hey, we're going to do new bricks. I want to say Saturday. Not a lot, but something very interesting is coming. Right now, it's a mystery box because I had commitments from another of manufacturers to send me something to build for free. Yay! So we're back in that mode. It's been a little bit. It's been a few months. But free bricks are free bricks. And if a manufacturer feels strongly enough about their product that they're willing to, have me build it live and not interfere, then I'm cool with taking it and putting it through the ringer. Because we've had both really positive and some really negative experiences live. Over the years, I've thrown a set against the wall for what was my original backdrop. So I praise other manufacturers for their manuals, for their product packaging, for overall great quality parts and builds. So it can go any way here at All Bricks Count. Again, I'd like to thank everyone on Kick. And yes, there has been a few people watching on Kick. So it's like, that's been cool. Not a lot or anything. Just it's something else. It doesn't cost me anything to stream to it. I'm still trying to get Rumble set up, but I don't want to pay for it. And I need everyone's support to go find me on Rumble at All Bricks Count and see if you can figure out how to follow me and follow my channel. I think it's technically two different things. If you can find it either way, do whatever you got to do. It's free, costs you nothing, just a little time. And it's a censorship, more or less a censorship-free platform. Just something there for me in case, YouTube ever decides to me, Mountain Dew in Canada, source of good caffeine. I don't think, yes, they don't tell us how much. But my understanding is Canadian Mountain Dew has more caffeine than American Mountain Dew. And Mountain Dew, I actually use it in unison with headache medication. Little pro tip, if you're a sufferer from an old man like me who's learned a few tricks. A little bit of caffeine, because you can get prescription medication. This is not medical advice, by the way, fair warning. But you can get prescription medication that will have 5 to 15 milligrams of caffeine in it all the time. Like T3s will have caffeine, codeine, and whatever. And it's like, I figured out, well, if they do it, adding caffeine, why can't I just drink something that's a source of caffeine with the pain medication to open things up? And it's like, and you know what? Bloody damn works. I have far more positive results doing it than not. So for me, it's been great. All right. And by the way, just so you guys can see, they're studless. Oh, not studless. They're no imprints on the studs. Nice and clean. There you go. Look at that. Not even a scratch. Like, they're really nice. Okay, I shouldn't say scratchless, but they're in really, really, really good condition. Can open up a bottle of water. I only had a little bit of pop left in that pop bottle. Ooh. That's my choice of water, by the way. Nestle Pure Life. Or is it even Nestle anymore? They were going to sell, and I'm wondering if this is the beginning of. No way. I just realized that the Nestle logo's gone. I knew they were going to sell. I'm not sure why, or if it just became too unpopular to sell water. Okay, so their instructions. So they use the arrow methods for some of this. I'm not a fan of that. Showing the stud lineups, I tell you, not a fan of that. There's better ways. There's better ways. Okay. Go. I'm kind of liking my new layout with more defined kind of borders. You kind of seeing the wallpaper a little bit coming through. Smaller typeface at the top. I've gone back and forth over the years for different reasons. Oh wow, we're just getting the whole length of this car. So this is already longer than Speed Champ. So I'm way wrong on that. Way wrong. So I think the longest Speed Champs is 23 studs, and we're well beyond that already. Now, is this the same? 6 here, 7 there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, that I need to be careful of. Hopefully my family isn't too noisy when they come in, and you might be hearing my fans right now. We're not. Well, we're under heat warning, but we didn't blast the AC all day. Me and my daughter, we just chilled. She was working on her dress. She's so creative, She's making a dress that can be reversed, so it's black on one side, green on the other, for this thing she's doing. And I tell you, I don't know where she gets the energy. I didn't have that energy at her age. And she was half working in the dark for no reason. I turned on my studio lights, excuse me, so that she could see better. She's so stubborn. I wonder where she gets that from. But yeah, she's doing great. How's everyone doing tonight? I can see chats for just about everywhere except for Twitter, Twitch, because I'm not logging into the app right now, and Kick. Same reason, not logging into the app right now. Everyone else's chats I can see. And I know there's also something else going on in the world with some silly stream thing, but I'm not terribly concerned about other streamers doing their thing. I turn on my cameras, and if you happen to be around, I am happy and thankful to have you guys hanging around. I don't like to play the ego games that are done in some other places. Let them enjoy their thing, and I'll do my thing. I actually had some people say, well, you shouldn't stream right now because they're doing their thing. And it's like, let them do their thing. What's that got to do with me? None of us are getting a whole lot of views at any one time. And it's like, why should I care? To tell you the truth. Why should their thing affect my hobby? Which is how I feel about it. Let's see. I need 2 more. 1 and... Oh my God, there's just so many bricks here. Numbering bags, for me, the only point would be to ease the number of bags on the table so that I don't have to go nuts. But that's okay. It's not an outrageous amount. I mean, when I did one of the Death Stars, UCS Death Stars, the playset one with the 25 figures, we were like halfway through the build when I got pissed off at my daughter because it was her reason I put it off 6 months. She had a lack of interest doing it. And I said, screw this. I tore it all apart. Big mistake. Because basically I had 2,000 pieces on the table when I did go back to it. And I had to sort those. And that was a nightmare. And then I started the rebuild, and it was just something else having all those parts, I would never want to reverse bag. I know a lot of people do that. But I tell you, if I had reversed bag, as painful as that would have been, it still would have been a whole lot better, I think, in the long run. I think. Hope everyone had a good day and a safe day. So far, I'm liking the fact that nice, numbered lengths. That's good. That's a positive. And a 1x2 brick. Got a twinge in my thumb. Getting older, I guess. I don't know what the issue is. Is there a doctor in the house? So this is what looks... Okay, that's a mistake, I'm guessing. I can't tell. That must be a mistake. So we're going to put that out here. Nice, satisfying click. How's our camera? Camera's looking good. Where's Miss Eileen? So we might, one of the vendors from the Bricks and a Six show is actually negotiating, or has already secured. We'll see if we can bring the organizer from Bricks and a Six.
So you're gonna laugh at me. I didn't have any money.
I'm not going to laugh at you, because you can go back out and get me what you told me you were going to give me.
You want me to go back? I can go back out.
No, I'm not going to make you go back out. You screw me. You both went out to swimming with no money.
I usually leave my.
I'm sitting there, and I was sitting there. Didn't they go to the gym? They don't take their wallets to the gym.
Yeah, I totally forgot.
You dummies.
Did you want me to make you something?
You dummies.
Why? What can you make me?
Like, I can make you an iced coffee like I did last time.
Okay.
Want me to do that? Okay. I'm sorry. I'm like...
You are young. You're supposed to be smarter than her. She's old.
I take even less to the gym.
I cloned you with the best of my DNA.
Keys, phone, water.
Because you know I wouldn't have done that. That's her DNA. I'm streaming, by the way, so fuck off. And now look, that's going to be on every goddamn streaming service. People are going to be going back and seeing that in the teletype at the bottom. When you search F off in Albrecht's County. Oh, there's a one stream, you said it. No, I half thought, like, do I have money in the car?
No, because we did use the money in the car one time. It was an emergency Sunday situation.
You did, didn't all of you people?
Yeah.
No, but anyway, whatever.
It's probably
No, whatever you guys did on the phone scared the hell out of me.
Sorry.
No, because it sounded like something horrible happened.
What?
Because you're both out with my car, and I was worried about my car. No.
Yeah. You just said,
Listen, no, but it sounded like...
What did we even say?
No, I'm saying you sound... Whatever it was that I heard through compression and audio compression, through the phone, sound like someone was crying and the other one was screaming in pain.
Oh, Mom was just going, hey!
Whatever. And the combination of you two making noise at the same time on the phone was horrible. Sorry about that, Kev.
It's all good. I was sitting here enjoying the story.
I can't hear you now. I got this on.
I can't hear you.
Go away.
I was enjoying that story. That was good.
How you doing, Kev?
Good.
Yeah, they called me seconds before I was going to go live, which is why I was late. Hey, would you like something? First, they scared the hell out of me. And then they go, can you By the way, for anyone who's ever joined my stream, the private chat is not the way to get my attention. Because anyone who's used StreamYards knows, like, that's off to the side. I never see that little red dot on there.
That totally worked. What are you talking about?
If you put it in the chat, no, it didn't work. If you put it in the chat, I'm waiting or I'm dying or whatever, like, you'll get, because I will look at the chat, but I don't see the private chat ever. Like, it's never got my attention, not once. So, yeah, funny. But yeah, they scared that. It's, dude, between the two of them and the way it sounds compressed over a phone, I thought one of them was dying. And it was like, I was flipping out.
Mm-hmm.
And of course,
And
they
they called
didn't
them
mean
back.
nothing.
They were fine.
No. Well, they were on the line still, but it was like, and then they go, well, we're going somewhere. Would you like something? It's like, but the thing is, they went to the gym. One went swimming, one went and pressed some weights.
So
and it's like,
they didn't get.
they
you
don't
anything,
take their
did
wallet. No, they called me, scared me for nothing, and they didn't even bring me anything. Son of a
Right.
bitch.
And then that's when I came in. I heard you go, well, then you should go back out and get what you were supposed to get me because, like, I'm scared. I need to raise the blood sugar level down.
Yeah. Well, actually, I don't need any help there. I'm in trouble enough already with that shit. I could do with a lot less. Oh, hey, wifey, look at that logo. Tell me, you notice anything different?
Uh-oh.
No.
You bought fake Pure Life water.
What?
That's Pure Life.
What do you mean?
It's because Nestle doesn't make it anymore.
That's right up there with Make It blocks.
No, I don't know if you heard that when I started the stream. I noticed, like, where's the Nestle logo? And I'm like 99% positive Nestle sold the water business.
Oh, they may have.
Oh,
Yeah, I got
what's-
this Make It blocks.
I got to put this up. Make It blocks. Is that
And this
like,
is just
oh,
the base
not Dollarama, the other one. Not Dollarama. Dollar Tree? Tell me it's Dollar Tree.
I believe so. I believe you're
Yeah?
exactly right.
Okay.
But there's the bricks, and it says Green Bearer International on one of the bricks at the back, which you won't be able to see
Really?
on the camera. But yeah,
Okay.
so but there you can see the heads are even horrible, and there's a slot in the top of the head, so it's like it works good
That's
for a
kind of
shovel.
cool.
But they have like a mega block the old mega block kind of like the way the figures are, but it's just it's even a knockoff like poor mega blocks.
Oh, no. Okay.
Yeah, like the bricks aren't bad, the plates aren't bad, but these figures they feel like that pure Chinese plastic.
Some
if
of the
that's not too
third-party
much of an
plates-
insult too.
Some of the
Yeah, it's
third-party base
definitely a
plates are
third party
amazing.
thing. The pieces on the figures are definitely third party feel.
By the way, I didn't call out any mock builder at that Lego show. Not a
Didn't
single
call.
one. Do you know, dude? You know how many fake ass base plates I saw? Do you know
No
how
way,
many
eh?
fake figures I saw? So, the Princess Amidala Star Wars figure. Remember that one with the big red flowy cake thing? Super expensive. Rare figure, only one set.
Yep.
By the way, thank you, Brad, BTLG Bricks. He sold me the set with legitimate ones, so I had two now. I saw 3 fake ones. I'm not a purist, you know that, and I don't care. But it's like, it's a Lego show. It's a Lego show, so you're surrounded by, let's call us experts, or some people experts. So you're not fooling anybody, or you're not fooling them anyway.
Mhm.
I'm not out to ruin anyone's day, and your hobby is your thing. But
Yeah.
you know, that's a Lego show put on by, you know, Graham Diamond, big Lego certified designer. You know, it's as pure Lego guy as you can get. But he's super nice, right?
I'd say.
And like I saw him on VW Bricks show last night. And by the way, I'm hoping to have him on. Ken was arranging that when he comes back from BC. I think there'll be a round table, and maybe we can get other guys who are at the show to come on and talk about what was good and what could be improved for the next show. But there was a lot of people with fake base plates and a bunch of other stuff. I don't have a problem with it, but some people were like kind of sneaky, and other people were calling people on it and not fessing up and whatever. It was not my place to say anything, so I wasn't going to say anything. What do I? Honestly, what do I really care?
I'm the same with you. Like, you know, I could care less what they do to their own, but you're showing up to the Lego purest of all pure. Like, I think the only way I'd want to use a knockoff piece was at the bottom of my Mills plating.
Okay.
inside the center of something.
I
Then
feel
it's
so
like,
bad for everyone who's trying to do mills plating because we've gone from where you could buy one plate to do something, and now you're spending a fortune to build a mills plate
$36
to do one.
to do
I mean,
one plate.
to do one.
Yeah.
It's as if the hobby's not expensive enough. And anyone who's in that kind of mock environment where they're wanting to build roads, so you're already spending a lot to do everything. You're doing your big, probably cityscapes, and you're just already in for so much, including the space it's going to
Exactly.
take. And now you've got to make your base plates this thick with 200 pieces of whatever. I mean,
Sheesh.
yeah, I mean, you're not soaking us enough already.
There we go. Switching up the camera.
Oh, nice,
Yes.
nice.
Because I got the Ninjago build I'm doing here. Was it Lloyd's Legendary Jargon?
Wait, let's give you some credit here. Let's throw you up. How about a show name?
Okay.
Because
Oh,
your name's a little bit buried. I can't help that right now, but
That's all right. No, it works out good.
oh, you know what? We can watch this.
That's
Watch
good enough for me.
this.
Yeah, you can shuffle around if you want.
Well, what I can do is
But see, the body of the dragon actually looks like a really cool, like, I don't know, Zephyr or something like that from Star Wars.
okay.
Like, you remember that first Ray set that we got from
Yeah.
Star Wars? That's kind of what this build looks like already, but it's supposed to be a giant dragon.
Yeah, I'm gonna move you.
So it retails for probably like, $60. It was one of these. Hold on, quick box shop.
Oh, nice.
But I got it for $29.50 all in
Jeez,
in
that's
box.
right.
From one of those, have you ever heard of something called the Restore? They usually do like appliances
No.
and electrical thing, like little household items, not usually like a Goodwill or somewhere that they have that return stuff, but somebody donates it or something.
Okay.
I don't know. They usually have old fridges, not old, but like refurbished or ones that people like donated or left behind.
Well, I got a question for you. So, I mean, I'm not sure how. I mean, your dad does a lot of the highway driving. Do you get on the road and do a lot of the highway driving from where you are? Like you've got a good head for where everything is?
Oh yeah. So yeah, I used to drive. I used to
Okay.
live up in that
So-
area, and I used to
okay.
drive back and forth a lot.
So here's a question for you. So the route between here and Quebec, how far are
Yes.
you from the highway?
Oh, okay. So like, we got the 401.
Like, are you
that's-
2 hours? Are you 4 hours? Are you 6 hours
I
from the
can- I-
401?
I'm
Like,
about,
from
like,
or from
20
the auto routes, or well, you're not in Quebec.
Yeah,
Sorry.
20,
You're
I'm
in
about
Ontario.
20, 30 minutes tops from the closest 401 because we got
From the 401. Okay, so that's not bad.
yeah, because Brockville's right on the 401, and that's pretty much like my closest catch for the 401. And then so I can take 401 up to what is it past? I don't know where the 403 starts from this direction, but
Because I've been invited to the Quebec show. I think it's late August or early September, and from David St. Cyr, and because the Quebec show is supposedly amazing, and which I don't doubt, because they've always had a very strong Lego presence up there, and
yeah,
I'm tempted to go. Like that'd be an excuse to get out of the province, and I don't know. Might be nice to drop by, or even better,
Heck yeah.
take you along. I don't know. You never know.
yeah, I'd consider.
I don't know if I would want it to be a day trip to Quebec because it is a long drive, but
Definitely.
I don't know. It's something in the back of my head. I got time to figure it out.
Yeah, I actually used to go to Quebec and more or less haul when I was like 13, 14 age.
Okay.
Because being born in 83 gave me a huge advantage on, anyone born in the 90s because not everything was wrecked yet.
Yeah.
So I could get my ass to haul and home, and I could drink underage.
Oh wow, really?
And my parents wouldn't know. Like
Okay.
that's how easy it was. We used to hitchhike, and like all sorts of dangerous shit you would never do.
Our parents didn't know anything, and we all got home 6 o'clock for dinner or whatever without a scratch. Well, we survived. Whatever.
We'd
But
be
it's like-
outside, or like I said, once I got older,
I would
I'd be
travel
in
2 or
hall.
3 cities away during the course of the day and get home and my dad was none, and that was the goal. My mom didn't care as long as my dad didn't find out, and I made it for dinner.
My parents were more or less like the opposite way around. Like my dad was all for the adventure and excitement as long as you were safe about it. So we had a check-in process. So anytime I went from where I said I was going to be to somewhere anywhere else, I don't care if it's the kid's house across the damn street to go swim in the pool. We want to know that's where you're going, and when you're coming back, we want to know when you get back to the other guy's house. That
my
stuff
mom
gave them that sense of security. It gave me
knew.
so much freedom.
And honestly, I think rarely cared.
It gave me so much freedom, though.
Yeah.
To be able to do what I wanted just by following those little simple. Did I open the proper bag? What happened here? Oh, yeah, she's over here. Okay, that's right. Where's my green guy? Did I skip a bag? What happened? This bag 3, build Lloyd. I already have Lloyd built.
But, that was a different time, though.
No,
and I got to admit, we sheltered. Like, we sheltered my daughter and stuff. But that was a different time where we could just go and walk or take a bike or bus or whatever and go another city over. Yeah.
I mean, I'm on surprised.
A BMX, so I did, let's see, from where I was in Toronto to Scarborough, I want to say, and it was hard. It was not easy to do. I want to say 15 kilometers on the BMX one way. Hung out at a friend's place, and then 15 kilometers back. And, that's one gear. That's not fun, right. 15 kilometers on a BMX.
So what they wanted me to do, what threw me off, was they showed the Lloyd figure there. And I'm like, wait a minute. No, wait. I already built him in the first 2 bags. It's because they wanted me to pop his head off and add these 2 new pieces that came in bag 3.
Okay.
So I just leveled up my Lloyd. Yeah.
Oh, dude, this is so weird. Right away, they're having me put wheels on this. Why?
Oh, yo. I've
so
watched
dumb.
You enough to know you'd rather put the wheels on at the end so that you can move the thing around without it squealing.
So I could build this up without it messing up.
It just squeals when you twist the wheels. Oh.
Yeah.
No, I found that too. Like when the young lad plays with his the speed champs that we have here. When he has to turn a corner, they always go wee, and they scream.
You got more milk?
You want more milk? Do you want more sugar too?
Oh yeah. Okay. That was bitter.
Oh, you don't like your coffee nice and flavorful?
I do, but I really would enjoy it not. Okay, I thought this was a problem with the wheels on the box. I'll tell you the truth. Okay. Mould King, this was not. It's not that it's not cool, but look at this. Here, I'll turn it completely. I'm not a fan of that. It almost looks like
it
the
wheel sticks out way too far.
It fits it. Like it's sitting fine, but it's like I don't like that look.
I think Lego did or does that with a certain bunch of wheels and rim sets too. I don't know if they stick out that far.
Yeah, it just
that's pretty gnarly.
It almost looks like they chose the wrong tires.
Yeah,
and it's like
but I'm sure Lego's done that sort of thing too.
Yeah,
but I'm not sure.
I think I would have rather have had them use the ones that are half the thickness, the hubs, and then the tires to match.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a lot better.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh boy, I got a coffee stain somewhere today. That's strong though. So yeah, I think I will. Oh, here's my problem. If I don't put them on right away, I risk a problem. I risk pushing the axles through.
Oh.
Okay, I will have to make a decision here.
It looks like it kind of has the same. What's those rims for?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And I got rims to stick in the center. You're right.
I can see. Yeah. Now that you had said it, the photo.
Yeah.
In the corner there,
right.
Which is actually kind of funny that it has like those low pro racing type tires. But I imagine this is a different. This is more of a Speed Champs scale.
I thought it was, but it's really long for a Speed Champ scale. But honestly, it still is.
Because it's a Cadillac, man. It's a Cadillac. Is what it is.
I need one.
You know
there.
that, right?
Yeah.
The dang Cadillac or something.
Okay.
But no, okay, so those tires remind me of a toy truck I have. Like, it's one of these toy trucks that takes the two batteries, you turn it on. I think it drove and there's little lights on it. It just drives straight. You pick it up, you turn it around. And when I was a kid, as I grew up, it got broken. I dug it out. And I was like, I'm going to fix this. But the motor gears were all fried. So I stuck Christmas bulbs in it, rewired it, slammed it all back together so it had like really cool lights hanging from it.
Right.
And it just did lights. Since then, like one bulb blew out and one got knocked off because two of them were the head rack for the little truck. It was the tiniest little like kids toy, and so many kids of my friends, they love playing with it. So I keep it. But it had the same tires, same looking tires.
Do you remember? I don't know if you're old enough.
Oh, I am old enough.
There was a toy. Stomper trucks. They were only, I don't know, I want to say at the most 3 inches long. 4x4 trucks. You put 1 or 2
batteries,
AAA batteries in it, and it was just a 4-wheel drive forward. That's all it was. On-off switch, lots of body options, foam tires, not foam rubber, foam tires. I think,
like hard foam though, right?
And I think,
like, or semi-soft foam. It
was kind of dense, but these things could climb decently. Very basic 4-wheel drive.
Those. They still have those, but they're a new Bright RC now.
Oh,
yeah, in Walmart's. And but they're giant.
Look at that. So I just put it together. Not bad.
That from that angle looks okay.
Yeah, well, I mean,
the backside, not so much.
I don't like seeing so much exposed rim.
Right.
One of my buddies at work, I can't remember what sports car he's got, and I was looking at his wheels. So he's definitely done. Well, he's got big rims, and then he's got what's basically a tire that is too narrow, and they kind of squat out.
Yeah,
it's like, because this is not a natural low profile tire. He's taking a tire that's not natural to that rim. And he's done that there. And he's forced it on there. And I get it. It looks cool. But come on. You are killing that tire. Those sidewalls were not made for that.
Yep.
And
nor were Canadian roads.
And on our Canadian roads, it's like
that's what makes me shake my head. Okay, I get it and I like it. I do. But have you ever driven something like that there, Richard? I'll tell you, it's really bad on your back.
Well,
because your suspension has to work twice as hard, which it's not upgraded suspension because obviously if you're cutting corners there.
Okay, so on that topic.
And every little nook you hit, it's like, ow, slap. It's like going over train tracks.
I've always liked overinflating a little because I like the more rigid tire. I like the fuel economy that comes with it. But as you pointed out, it's harder on your suspension. 100%. Oh. And apparently I do have damage to my rear strut suspension. I'm not saying it's related, but it's like,
well, I'm no mechanic.
But I've been doing that for 20. By the way, I've been doing that for 20 years.
Yeah. So,
and this is the first time. This is the first time that maybe it's bit me in the ass. Maybe.
And you don't have anything to compare it to. Like, do you know anybody else that drives the same thing for the same amount of time and drives it differently to see if you can compare it?
No.
That's what I mean. So you don't.
And I will go over medians. Like, I treat my SUV like an SUV. It should be. I guess
we could Google it and find out that sort of information, though, too.
Yeah. But we got the new ones coming, and all I gotta do is just a little longer. It's just a little longer. So, yeah.
Oh, talking about the new one and getting new stuff. So my dad moved down from Brantford.
Yes.
He's retired from Ford.
That was that whole month of
whole April. Yikes. So he had an orange Harley Davidson when he moved down. He sold it and bought what did he buy? A 95 Mustang convertible, his first ever convertible, but he's owned a lot of Camaros. He's owned Mustangs, but he bought a 95, Richard. Okay, I'm not a big fan of that style, but let me tell you, the mechanic he took it to was 4 hours looking for something, he could say was, oh, okay, that's because it's a 95. He said, I've seen cars that are 2 years old that don't look this clean underneath. Wherever you got this, you got a good deal.
Okay. Well, that's got to make him feel good because he gave up something nice.
Yeah, and I think my dad got at least 10 grand out of his motorcycle. So I don't know if that means he sold it for 10 grand or if he made 10 grand off of what he had into it or whatever. But then he was able to buy this car and he's still living comfortably.
Okay.
I thought that was pretty cool.
Which is super important.
He's crazy like that. Yeah, when he sees like a deal like that, he's like, it's not exactly what I wanted. And I wasn't shooting for a Mustang, but I saw this and it looked so clean and it was such a good deal. There's no way I can't turn a profit when I do get rid of it in a year.
Yeah.
Because he'll ride it all summer and enjoy it. He's retired. That's what he wants to do.
That's the only problem in Canada. Like the riding season is so short. Like if he's cautious, he probably tarps it mid-September.
Oh no, he's going to dry store it perfectly. He's going to pay for dry storage because this thing's so immaculate. There's no point in even getting it wet.
Okay. like my buddy did a soft top Mustang a bunch of years ago, and like the first winter, covered in salt stains on the roof.
Oh, I know. I just can't even imagine
because it gets kicked up. Like you can't, because we're in Toronto and Mississauga, you can't help it. It's just a part of living here.
Well, you take a vehicle that was made in, let's say, California or whatever.
Yeah.
You drive it here, and the following year you're replacing pieces that shouldn't be rusting off, like gas tank straps. Because why? They weren't coated with some epoxy rubber or whatever.
So do you really think that what's being made down for their market is actually made different, even if it's identical? Like you think they're getting
it was in a sense, because at first they were just building it to keep it there. Now, for instance, the vehicles made in Ford Canada were shipped to, like, we're talking.
Oh yeah, I'm convinced if it's made here, it's superior to anything they ever had manufactured down there.
So what we do is we make it, and we would ship it out.
Yeah.
For the.
Well, it's just that I think our standards are definitely higher, and I think we end up building a better product.
Well, in the sense that, so we're building it for our climate because this is where we're building it. So we're gonna coat all our metal before we put it together. It goes through that process. Yeah. We powder coat both sides. When we get a panel from the States shipped to our assembly plant, we don't coat it because we figured that's the process because our Canadian manufacturer coat it, didn't mean the American. So they put together the car with that panel and it rusts out like from underneath your paint.
Yeah.
Like that to you is like, what? And it's horrible. It just kills the value of your brand new 2-year-old car.
I mean, I'm almost embarrassed when I see some of the cars on the road and I know how old they are, and I see, like, guys, you let it get that bad already?
Oh, don't forget. Older vehicles were built with stronger metals and better materials, where now they're cutting corners. Everything's recycled down and refined to a point where it's kind of decaying and separating. And so Detroit iron, for instance, there used to be, any car that was built in Detroit back before the 90s is so solid it won't rust away because it was made with really good metal.
Yeah.
The iron.
They definitely regretted. I tell you, the Americans definitely regretted allowing the imports in so easily. I mean, that destroyed Detroit.
Just destroyed them. Well, in a sense, they just came up with a new idea where they're like, okay, we'll just buy low, sell high, and we'll buy a lot of it. So we're the only ones that have it.
Yeah. Oh, check this out. I'm watching YouTube today, burning some time. And I'm a Tesla guy. I love watching Elon talk. He's so crazy and eccentric. And, either it's going to be a genius idea or a really stupid idea that comes out of his mouth. But either way, it's going to be entertaining. And I'm watching this YouTube stuff. Well, there's lots of YouTube, and even on Instagram with Reels, there's a lot of people faking or reusing footage of him and then trying to get you to invest in garbage, right? So I'm
Oh,
watching a YouTube stream
great.
thinking, oh, it's an announcement for a new Tesla something. And I'm a minute in, and I'm watching, there's a QR code, and this is fuzzy, grainy video. Like, for me, should not be happening on my high-end internet and with my TV. And like, it shouldn't never look like this. And I go, for giggles, where's my phone? Okay, what's that barcode, the QR code? And it's some bullshit Bitcoin scam where they hope that you're dumb enough to click on something on your phone that'll open your Bitcoin wallet. You'll give them 1 Bitcoin, and some bullshit scam will give you 2 Bitcoin. This is on YouTube, and it came up as a suggested video.
F King Bitcoin.
So I reported it. Yeah, so I reported it because I get it. They're just reusing him because I've seen people do that with. They were doing some sort of AI face filter thing on someone.
Whoa.
So having him talk, and it was a scam. And I keep seeing it pop up on Instagram. Well, so this was just like that. And it's like they're trying to get into people's Bitcoin wallets.
Yep.
Because there's nothing on this planet where you can put 1 Bitcoin and they're just going to give you 2. I think about it, right? You give me 50 cents, I'm going to give you $1 for nothing. Out of the goodness of my heart. Come on. But they're hoping that you will grant access to your Bitcoin wallet on your phone.
Yeah, there's always suckers, right? There's always.
It only takes one. It only takes one, and they've made money.
Oh shit!
Because how much is the Bitcoin now? $500?
Oh, not a clue. Couldn't tell you.
A lot, right?
And Nate's brother could actually tell you. He's a Bitcoin weasel.
Well, I've got one that I can't find. It's on a pen drive somewhere, and it's been the freaking joke of this family because I got all these pen drives everywhere. And the worst part is, I'm probably never going to be able to open it, even if I find it, because
oh my gosh,
there's no
they
way
have locksmiths. They have locksmiths for that.
There is a few guys on the internet I can find, and I'd be willing to split.
They're awesome
with them if they could manage to lift it off the EEPROM on the pen drive. But I'll tell you, even if I do find it, like, I'm not terribly hopeful. But it'll be a great story. I mean, it is a great story. I got one.
Definitely.
I was paid in the Bitcoin way back for some graphic I had done. Some real simple thing.
So
and back then, and it was worth nothing. Like, it was a joke. And to think now what it's worth, it's like, yeah, it's not.
Okay, here. This is probably the 3rd or 4th good-looking piece that came in an odd color to me. So I've yet to see.
Sand green.
Yeah, I find it really interesting when they print certain pieces in different colors because, like, otherwise you probably don't see this, but you'll see like a crack of it, and it really does help offset that blend of the 2, 3, 4, 8 colors that they use for this stuff.
Yeah,
like I think they're doing pretty good with the color aesthetics on this so far.
No, I'm liking that.
Got some light blue. They got some navy blue. I always love navy blue, even though it's one of those.
I'm looking forward to building some of my Ninjago and my what's that? King, Tiger King? Not Tiger King.
Monkey King.
Sets.
Oh, dude, I love that stuff. You definitely have to make sure I'm paying attention.
Yeah. Well,
I don't have any
when
Monkey King
except for
like
when I start doing the robots,
bootleg.
Monkey King is going to be like one of the early sets for sure.
Yeah. Oh, I was trying to think what a bootleg like company was, but the make it blocks that I have here, it looks like bootleg. Like if somebody was trying to rip off a bootleg of something, like that's how horrible that was.
Well, yeah, photocopy of a photocopy, and it's like, oh, dude.
Like when you screenshot, when somebody takes a picture of your phone of a screenshot of a nude, you can't tell what's an elbow and what's a tipple.
So, one company that I'll be working with in the future for a build, I asked them for high resolution for photography because I can get whatever is off all the websites and the cell sites, right? And
you were seeing
some of it's okay. I wanted better, cleaner photography because I'll use it. I'll use it in my thumbnails. I'll use it in streams, whatever. And they came back to me with some kind of bullshit excuse why they couldn't.
Ooh.
And it's like, yeah, okay, whatever. I mean, because in the end, this was to promote honestly promotes you. I don't make a dime on these guys.
They came to you with wanting a
They came to
promote.
me first wanting me to do a thing, and it's like,
Yeah.
I'm willing to do a thing, and all I'm asking is, hey, give me some information. I'll pump your product if I can, if it's reasonable what your ask is, and give me some good photography to use, because if I look
Now,
better,
is
you
that-
look better.
Oh shoot! What did I do there? Okay, no, wait, damn it, put it in upside down. No, shit. What was I gonna say now? Oh, is that the big one that they wanted you to do live or something?
I got a couple of guys on the hook, and I'm not going to say who right now,
No, I wasn't asking.
but it's starting to come in now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was a very small ask, and maybe they're not used to someone who's already getting a free set. But it's like, when we started this communication, it's like, I always let these guys know, these are my rules. I'm not paying for it. I'm not paying duties.
right.
I'm not paying shipping. I'm not paying this. I'm not paying that. I'm going to build it live. So if there's anything wrong with your product, guess what? Everyone sees it.
Yeah. Like, I'm
And
not
there's
asking
no
for
hiding.
your product. I'm not like, okay, you're not asking for the product for free, but they're not
Never- well,
paying
it's never-
you for
it's
the,
never
for the
happened.
free ad. They're
Yeah.
not paying you for the free ad. And I'll be honest with you, you were talking about the Elon Musk thing. There's been companies that have stolen your shit and
Yeah.
tried to, sell it off as the next wave of their brick.
Yeah.
And another YouTuber, RC Sparks, Aaron from RC Sparks, they use his footage clips. There was one I saw with his dang child in it, and that was the one I was like, all right, enough's enough. Some of the shit can be coincidence. Maybe it's not from one of his videos, but that was his damn child. Fun for the whole family. No, I don't know this guy.
The guy who runs
that's
Brick
wrong.
Geeks Facebook group, I think his name is Bill Finn.
Mhm.
Clearly, he builds a lot because he's just Lego, everything.
Okay.
They were putting his photos and stuff on AliExpress, Lily and Lepin and whatever.
That's exactly what
And
what
then-
happened to this guy.
And
yeah.
then within weeks of that, guess whose photos and you saw my old backdrop and everything. It's like, guys,
Yep.
Are you kidding me?
Yep.
So you're literally showing a Lego product with my photography,
Yes.
and you're using it to promote your non-Lego copy of it
To what? Like
to sell
yank
your crap.
people
It's like,
for
you
money?
dirty
Like,
bugger. Yeah,
rip other
well, that's
people
it.
off? Like, wow. Yeah, exactly.
And people are bringing it to my attention. And it was a short period. I made 2 complaints. It didn't really go anywhere. But there was 6 different sets at one point where there was clearly my photography. And I've never really gone to the effort to watermark my stuff because I really hate that. But I thought about it.
But so
I
do
did.
they. But so do they.
Yeah, I don't know. If it ever actually costs me money,
True.
Like, then
if they ever,
then
like,
I'll start
make-
watermarking stuff. But I really don't want to go to that route.
Mm-hmm. Aaron always had that problem too, though. It's like there's nothing much you can do about it other than, report it and have it halted. But
Well, think about it. I'd be
His
complaining to a country and to the basically the world's biggest marketplace, like AliExpress, Alibaba.
Yep.
The world's biggest marketplace for a lot of sketchy stuff coming from a country that doesn't care about copyright. So how far am I really going to get?
There's a lot of stuff they don't care about over there.
Yeah. I mean, I
And
won't.
to be honest, I have a feeling that it's not a conspiracy, but it's just a thing where it's like, no. They don't have to worry about that because they invented it. They're China. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know what it is. Nobody wants that beef.
I
Whether
mean,
it's Korea, China, Japan, whoever it is, they're
my
allowed
2
to
best
have
friends,
their own copy.
kindergarten, right through
Mhm.
early high school. My 2 best friends, Chinese, Donnie and Ronan, and Donnie Hong and Ronan John. And I don't mind saying their names. That they don't even watch. And well, one does sometimes if he's really bored. But it's like from that age, I was introduced to the concept of Chinese copies. So for
Yes.
me, it never bothered me because for me and from where they were coming from, that was normal. Here in North America in the late 70s, early 80s, a copy was a bad thing.
Right.
but for them, that was normal.
Well, and then here's where I kind of grew up with it was, to me, when they had, like, let's say shows like Dragon Ball Z come to our television, and I had already watched it, it's on the internet, through the eyes of the creators where it was meant to be aired. I knew it was different now. I knew it was altered, and it was a copy.
That's right, because you would see it
It was a
altered
copy.
and
So
edited.
I went back to the internet and started watching the Chinese versions. And there was a time in my life where I almost thought I could understand that crap. But it's body language. The characters have body language that you don't have to hear what they're saying to even know what they're saying.
Yeah.
So, like, I thought that was kind of cool too. Like one of those revelations where people are like, oh, you watch Dragon Ball? I'm like, I watched the original version, not that watered down crap.
So, I mean, I grew up, my first exposure to anime stuff was Star Blazers, which was Battleship Yamamoto. Great show.
I remember that one.
3 seasons of the original back in the late 70s, early 80s. And of course, I never saw an unedited, I didn't see an original source. I just saw what was presented to us in North America off of WUTV channel 29 in Buffalo.
Mm-hmm.
And I love that show. Now, later on, things like not Power Rangers. Although I understand what they did with Power Rangers. They took imported footage, and then they added North American live acting. The actors in it. They're taking footage from overseas doing whatever. But Sailor Moon, that cartoon is so vastly different if you watch what was presented to us in North America.
100%.
The stories of the characters, there are characters completely edited out because they didn't want to have that. They didn't want to have that kind of story presented to children in North America.
Exactly. Yeah, I like the original way better, but
I'll tell you the truth. I still don't know or understand much about it because I really still haven't been exposed to it much. But I do understand what was cut out. Like there's like 8 or 9 sailors. Well, we never saw more than 5.
Right.
And it's like, okay.
Okay, well, so in the North American version, we do get to see 2 more of them, but they make it they edit it so that it's like their final form or some stupid shit instead of this whole other story
without explaining everything. Okay.
Yeah.
They dance
so it's just
around
like, oh, she just got a new moon power kind of jazz.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And we never knew until you look it up and find
the truth. It is just funny how like cartoons were made for adults overseas, and that didn't come until much later over here. I mean, you could still argue that's still not that way here. I mean, nighttime cartoons,
Mm-hmm. Well, I honestly though, they always have had like some form of adult humor or a random joke, something. Maybe not like a wiener joke or anything, but they always make some kind of like pop reference that only your adult variety watching the movie. Sometimes in Disney for sure.
Yeah, you got to put something there for the adults to keep them awake.
Yeah, while in the movie theater, that's when I noticed it one time. Like I was with my nephew, and I can't quite remember what movie it was, and could have been one of the Ninjago or Lego movies, but and that would be a good one to reference because it probably does have a lot of adult jokes in it. Kids wouldn't understand what that joke references, but adults definitely do.
I remember the first time we saw Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Oh my god!
Oh, buddy, I love that.
It's like wow.
That was like one of the best.
And of course, she had one of the best lines. I'm not bad. I'm just drawn that way. It's like,
Jessica?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, no, I just thought Roger was the boss, man. He was just so cool. Please, Eddie.
But it's like, they haven't done one like that since, really. They did that.
Dude, there was
look, you had that, you had Space Jam, and then where have they really done
Space Jam? Oh, I love that one too.
There's an old reference. But it's like they really haven't done anything like that in years. I'm not talking Avatar because that's different. To me, Avatar is 99% an animated movie.
Yeah, I don't even know. That's gross.
And Avatar
I'm sticking
2
to
was
the
okay,
books.
but I'll tell you, it's like, Like, I'm not excited for the next Avatar. I can appreciate how beautiful it is, and that's
Yeah.
where Avatar ends
Oh,
for
are
me.
you talking Blue People or Airbender?
The blue people.
Yeah, fuck that.
I can't even get into the other one.
I can't do
That's
that
not for
stuff.
me. That's not
No.
for me.
The first one I thought it was like cool because of the CGI, but I didn't really like the movie.
Yeah. Hey, new technology. He did incredible things.
It was
That's where
cool.
it ends.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And I don't understand why it takes him so long to produce these movies. What else is he doing? I mean, it's not like unless I'm missing out on a whole
I'm
lot
so
of great
glad I don't
content.
work for you. I would like
What?
you would be a great boss, but damn, you're hard ass. No.
Oh yeah, no, I am, and that bites me in the ass a lot. You're right. That's a good. You called it pretty straight there.
I love it. I love
but
it though.
But I would appreciate that better than some of the people who suck up to me.
100%. No, that's what I'm saying too. Like, you gotta learn to appreciate that. Like the no bullshit kind of attitude, because there's a time and place for fun and antics, like sure, break time or whatever, but don't do shit that makes you lose your job, and be professional, because you're just making money to go home to enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, I work with a lot of shitheads before in my time.
Well, I mean,
and they can get themselves hurt. They can get you hurt. If they think everything's a joke. If you're too nice to them, they're
warehousing. So it's like I'm always been around very
safety first,
gung ho men. Most.
Nice.
So it's like it's dog eat dog, and
yeah,
and right away in my environment, I know who I can walk on, and walk over.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
You smell it. It's like, okay, I got him. I know his. Within a minute of meeting someone, it's like I already know how they're going to be. I'm rarely ever wrong. Very few people surprise me.
So this one I kind of liked. I'm being surprised by this build every 5 or 6 pages.
I want to put this on the big screen.
He's got some good range in his neck. So this is like, if you were to do a review of an action figure, they do stuff like this. They're like, how is it a figure if it only moves like a quarter of an inch? But this thing has got like part brick built. It's got the trap jaw, like, how they have all the heads that are just like one mold. This one's kind of nice. You can make a different head style for this if you kind of wanted to.
Yeah.
Because it's just the jaw that's clicked in.
I like it. I like the fact it looks very playable.
That's another thing. Like, I love playability, although this piece just kind of fell off the other side.
Well, you know what? Yeah, those,
But that could have been,
kind of notorious.
My fault. That might have been my fault, because it might not have been clicked in all the way. Oh, it wasn't. Oh, look at that. And neither's this one. There we go. Proof right there. It wasn't clicked. That piece wasn't clicked in all the way. Now I got to click this one in all the way. There we go. Beautiful.
Easy fix.
Yeah. But that's why I usually jerk on when I get
my
to a certain
stage. Just went super
fuzzy.
fuzzy.
It just went Minecraft. There we go. It's coming back now.
Yeah, welcome to the Minecraft stream.
I was actually watching my godson play some Minecraft this week.
I've got Minecraft sets to build,
I can't play Minecraft.
Not the big ones though. I have these they're big figs. Cool. And I will build them during the robot figure phase.
It's a big fig set?
They're called big figs. I don't know how big they are. I can't pull it out this moment.
I kind of like that.
I got 5 of them. And they make Steve and the other major characters.
Huh.
And they did 2 waves. First one was 3, second one was 2. And they haven't made any since. Minecraft's still a big deal, but they haven't made any more of these big figs. And I don't know. I just like the idea of them because they were kind of cheap, like in the $15, $10 range.
Huh.
It wasn't a big commit.
That's something I'll have to check out, because like I said, my godson, he likes Minecraft. I like watching him do stuff on it, because like the other day, for instance, he built a completely red sheep, a giant house that was sheep, basically, by 2 by 2 by 2 block. And then the face, windows for the teeth, different color windows for the eyes, and he had torches in there so it lit up nicely, and then he put sheep in there so they're all safe from the bad guys. He's turning 7 this August.
And he mocked
And-
that, or that was from a set?
He mocked it on Minecraft, the game.
Oh,
He made
okay.
that, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know
So
if my
I'm-
daughter still builds, but she had a team, and they were collectively building some really cool stuff.
He says to me, he goes, I go, can you save it? And he goes, yeah. I'm like, oh, how do you do that? And he's like, oh, I just saved my world. And I'm like, oh, that's cool. And then the screen comes up and it's like 17 worlds saved. And I was like, Jesus, you wonder where your
Oh,
storage space
wow.
is going? There it is.
Let's see, my daughter,
My buddy,
they're a big
my
build.
buddy's like,
If someone
that's why-
raided it or killed it or something, I guess it was
Oh.
a way to go in and do that. So they figured out how to make it more protected at later. But,
So she had the online one, yeah.
yeah, and
So yeah, now they have it so that you kind of have to do a permissions thing. But my my godson, he just has it set for private because he's 6, so we don't allow too much of the open world stuff.
you definitely don't want that kind of exposure. Too many bad eggs out there.
Yeah. We usually reserve the headset and the microphone for when we're playing with them,
Yeah. Like
and then
one
we
of my-
just go in
one
and
of my
mute
friends is
basically.
going through a situation, and it's like it just became dreadfully apparent to us that his children are possibly being exposed through end of marriage situation, right?
Okay.
To some unsavory predators, possibly.
Ooh.
Yeah. So we're going to do what
Not
we
good.
can to help him and his children out as fast as
Mhm.
possible. Because no child. Hey, you can forgive people and all this stuff, but
Right.
there's stuff that doesn't go away. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
there's some things you do you don't forgive. I'm sorry. You don't mess with a kid.
That's
Number
so true.
one. It's like
Number
it's,
one, yeah.
prison culture, right? It's funny,
Yeah.
right? How everyone has a code, even if they don't realize it. But even in jail, they got a code.
Well, I think everybody
come
but
into
those
jail-
people have that. Everybody but
Yeah,
those
everyone
people have
but those
that code.
people have. Yeah,
Have
but
that
it's funny
code
how
for-
even
for
in
that
prison, like when they find out, then
Yeah.
you end up swinging from a rope.
But there is, I'm not sure if it's just in the States or whatever, but there is a town where they actually not rehabilitate those people, but the ones that were convicted, but then they kind of get out because they really didn't do it. Like they don't have an attraction, or it was like some other set of circumstances where they were tried and convicted, went to jail, but they were what do you call that? Goaded into it. Or it was
for a forced admission.
that type of, like they were forced to do these things, and then there's this
God.
community. There's a
I can't
community where
even
they take them to
imagine how
live.
horrible that is. It's bad enough to do
Yeah.
it, but to
Well, they had to make a community for them, like off grid, that like Google Earth doesn't even know about, because people want to go and murder these people because they did it regardless of.
wow. Okay, so you've just
Yeah.
made me rethink a little bit of my value system, but wow.
Also, some of these people are also like autistic, or they're like mentally handicapped. They don't have an attraction to young people. They just don't see them that way.
Yeah.
And that's like you can't plead insanity kind of deal. Like, no, he's really, really messed up. So he's allowed to live and function as a human being, just nowhere near children. Here's where we take them.
Wow. That's weird, because that's like literally you're creating the colonies again.
Yeah.
You're creating like almost a prison colony setup.
It's not forced. It's not
No,
forced.
but I'm just saying, like, the origins of the
I just
prison
had to make
colonies.
sure.
You're sending people like Australia. They were sent away to get them out, gone.
So
Don't
my
want
biggest fear is when GP, general public, learns of location, they're going to be like, "Oh, here we go."
Oh no,
We're
it's going to
just
be real life hunting grounds. No,
Oh,
seriously.
no, like what are
Yeah.
the Hunger Games? Yeah.
Because there will be some who's just, hey, I'm going to suit up and I'm just going to live by my code and my code.
Yeah,
says
we
they
have a tail.
Yeah.
See, this is we have a tail. This is the type of thing that needs to be on their mechs for an arm instead of tails. They should make their mech arms like tails.
That's cool.
Yeah. I'm loving this navy blue, even though it's one of those
Some of the
pieces.
colors make my eyes bleed, not just in Jago, but in a bunch of some of the Lego themes.
Mm-hmm.
I guess my ideal color palette's a lot more boring than for most. Maybe that's why I dug Star Wars for so long. But you know, I'm starting to grow and want to do new sets and new things, and I can get away from grays and blacks.
How is this supposed? Oh, that's what I did wrong. Okay.
I'm desperately looking for one part. There's too many parts on my desk right now.
All right, which one?
It's the top of a hinge. I need one more of these.
Oh. I call those the old school hinge wheels.
Yep.
Because I used to use them for wheels.
Well, this here. Yeah.
Yep. I used to use them for wheels. For carts and stuff.
And I opened each bag kind of in a way that would keep most of the bag's parts in one area to stop me from searching all over.
1, 2.
There it is. There we go.
There.
1, 2, 3, 4 of these.
But yeah, I do the same thing. I kind of open up my big section and then the two little sections off to the side.
Yeah, and honestly, if you do that, it just makes it easier to find the parts because usually it's parts to each bag. What was it, 8? I need 4 more.
Oh, look at that. I'm on bag 4 now.
Nice. Well, I'm on bag 1 through 7. No. Because I had to open them all.
1 through. Oh, okay.
Yeah, they made me open all my bags. Actually, it's 8 bags because 1 was the wheels.
Gotta figure out where that red circle goes. Well, I thought I used it. I did. Okay. It's an extra then. Sweet. A whole tile that's an extra piece. You gotta love it when that happens.
Is it a special tile?
No. No, just a 2x2 round.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
But I mean,
really,
like usually
that's a unique one.
That's what I'm saying. I just had to go back and double check to make sure. I'm like, yeah, there was a piece with the red circle. I used it, and then the black circle. Yeah, okay. See, it just says 1 for that.
It's nice
okay.
to get an actual usable part.
That's what
I mean. That jar of little ones and those spares is kind of ridiculous. I mean, you've seen my jar, right?
Okay.
Have you seen the jar?
Yeah. Well, I don't want to compare jars. Hold on, let me show you mine first.
Well, mine's pretty though.
Yeah, yours is huge. So
it is huge, and now it's no longer color sorted because, like, what I've done in the here.
Yeah, I love it though. I love that it started. It starts gray. That's good enough.
Yeah, I had the black, and then it went gray. I did all the colors, but then the last little while it's been.
Yeah,
but it's full pretty much. I mean.
No, you did all the neutrals. You did neutrals, not colors, and then
and then the colors on top because there wasn't a lot of them.
Oh, was there colors on top?
Yeah,
you mixed the colors. Yeah.
But it's just ridiculous now.
1 by 1s and little accessories and stuff.
So that's about 2 years of ones.
Yeah. So this is what I do, and I just fill one of these little guys, and then when this is full now, I got to do like a video where I show what I do with it, and then I just separate it into my parts bin. So you see the accessories; they'll go into my character accessory bin.
Yeah.
And the pieces will go into the colored bins, and then the dots will go in dots bins, and et cetera.
By the way, I don't think I've ever really gone into this jar for anything. So calling them spares is almost ridiculous because I've never really used them.
No, I definitely have a plan, and I don't know when I'm putting that into attack, but
someone suggested I do 32 by 32 base plate, right?
And a mosaic type deal?
Do a mosaic with this stuff.
That's what.
But don't just use the studs. Use everything. Like have it
everything.
Greeble.
Right. Okay. So yeah, I was pointing this out to Brickable Cow last night. So you realize now that I'm on. So you see the flat tile and the stud. They're both the same color. Look at the contrast difference.
Yeah. Yeah. You can absolutely.
So that's the secret. Yeah, and you can shade and blend.
Because mosaics with just one or the other, they look okay. But when you combine stuff, some guys had some great mosaics at that show, and I really like
some of the mosaics.
It's like, did you see the new Spider-Man art piece that you can buy?
Just the Miles Morales one?
So it's a big pixel art kind of Spider-Man thing, but it's a little bit 3D because it's got a couple layers to it, and it expands outside the frame even a little bit to give a real 3D look to Spider-Man's pose on a wall. I'll send you a pic later, and it's awesome. I'm not sure when it's coming out.
I'm really looking forward to Dream Set. And then I heard on another, because they're doing a 72-hour community live stream right now, and someone was talking about them too.
Yeah,
But they're also saying how a lot of people are saying how their Lego budget is kind of like non-existent nowadays because we've all been spending on some cool shit that they've been dropping.
Yeah.
So maybe we're not going to get this or that.
Yeah.
But you know who is going to have those is all those Lego affiliated people that are on the platforms. They're going to be the only ones doing the dreams and all these little tiny sets. And it's kind of unfortunate that they're only doing certain things that they get given.
Oh yeah, because there's absolutely whether it's Emma or some of the other big ones.
Yeah,
I mean, I have my own feelings for her only because like it was his channel, it was his Lego thing.
Yes,
and
exactly.
Don't get me wrong, they gamed the system and it worked.
Mm-hmm.
Because look, she basically walked away from her teaching gig or whatever she was into, because every time she would come on his stream, numbers go
boom.
Up.
And she only even had to make a me too. And she only had to make like a 5-second appearance, say hello and wave, and then that was it. It just explode and then die. It would explode and then it would die.
Yeah. And they clued in like, okay, everyone's tuning in for her. Then it goes up when she's here. It goes down when she's not. That's the personality and look they want. I get it, but it's like she builds all the stuff that she has no interest in.
I was a big.
She's
fan
a social bug. She loves the social stuff. She loves the attention.
I was a big fan regardless until he literally just stopped making his type of content, and I was like, well, I'm not watching. I'm not staying to watch somebody else's girlfriend or wife do shit. I want to watch you do shit.
That's it. Now I heard he was coming back and doing his own thing, but I haven't tuned in.
I haven't seen it yet.
So
I mean, maybe he has, and it just hasn't been.
I walked away. I stopped watching a lot of the Brick guys. Like any of the new young guys who come on, especially if they come by my thing, I sub. I look. I try and watch some of their content, your stuff. Even you had a weird startup on your most recent thing. You had that like camera video in the front and. The last you had a 20-minute video you just put up and like it started with this little
there's three of those
off a roof or something. It's like, oh, that's different.
There was 3 of those and I messed up my own like intro, so I started recording and I thought I clicked the button but I didn't, and then I'm just standing there like a dimwit. So then I had to like think fast, and I only have a few things on the roster loaded in, and I was on the wrong screen because I wanted to add in my second. Yeah, it was a big oopsie. That's why I was kind of like
that's hilarious.
shaking to the music. I was kind of like trying to work my brain to the music. I was like, come on, fingers, let's go.
So now I do watch, and I try anyway.
Yeah, so the first year we were here, there was so much snow. I jumped off the balcony.
But you didn't do that live though. You just recorded that and then uploaded it?
Yeah, it was a pre-recorded and it was
post it to the channel. But if you do lives, make sure you post that too so that people can drop by if they're
Yeah. Sometimes I forget, or I'm on what do you call that? When it's one of those instant decisions to just jump and do something.
Yeah.
If you don't do it the first 15 seconds, you don't do nothing. So
yeah. Unfortunately, I can't jump on as fast as you. Like it's a whole production for me. Just turning on.
Well, some days it takes me 4 hours to get in this spot.
Oh really? Oh, why to get motivated or to get?
Well, I mean, sometimes it's like, well, there's other things I have to do before I can just sit and pause for 2 hours, or I'll be starving or.
I'll tell you the truth.
I get hungry.
The big decision tonight was Diablo was being, and that's been my thing lately. Diablo was doing system maintenance for a period of time tonight,
There you go.
Since I can't
we
tell
don't-
time worth a damn Eastern, Central, and all that nonsense, I figured, I just won't play. And I'll
Oh,
build.
hubba hubba. This is something interesting and new to me. Click,
Oh.
click, click, click. Oh, there's different languages. Oh, shit.
Oh, okay.
I'm not going to be able to get a good one of this, but I can put it sideways close enough.
Okay, I want to see this bigger. Let's see. And oh yeah. Is that the ratchet joint?
I'm not sure I haven't put it together, but it looks like yes.
I think it's one of the
Looks like a hip joint of some sort.
Okay.
For you can dangle 2 legs. But I thought that was funny. I started reading. I'm like, what's this language? Click, 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 clack.
It's the language of the speeds.
Click, kiss, kiss. Click, click, kiss, kiss. And then those letters that you can't read because they're not letters, they're asterisks from Japan or China.
Yeah.
What do you call those just characters?
Like glyphy characters.
Glyphic, yeah, hieroglyphs.
Pictograms. I don't know.
Pictogram.
Well, dude, okay, so this is what drives me crazy. So at work, on our handheld guns, which are our computer guns are about the size of a cell phone, maybe a little smaller, little symbol devices.
Your scanners.
And our scanners, there you go, our scanners.
Yeah.
And as part of our safety thing, every day you have to do a safety test on it. We have 5 questions. They're randomized. You get points for it. It's very competitive.
What the hell?
And one of these things that we do as part of this is
Trivia?
It's trivia to make sure your knowledge is sharp on safety. But one of the things that comes up is WIMIS, warehouse, information systems, blah blah blah. And you have so you have to know the pictograms.
Sick.
And I'll tell you, the 9 core ones, I'm always getting 2 of them like inverted.
But it lets you pass because that's good.
Well,
enough.
I pass enough of the other questions, right? Like if it's forklift stuff, I ace it. But as soon as you move into the other safety stuff, like I'm human and I mess up.
You know the main ones. It's just the tricky ones. They're dangerous. I'm handling them carefully. What difference does
and
it
it's just a little safety. Now, when we have to do our video courses, where once a year we have to update. Okay, so I have to really focus, and I pass. I get my 90% or higher, and that's what's needed. But our day-to-day testing, I really hate these things. And the pictograms, they really burn my ass sometimes. Like,
that sounds so
because
funny.
in my environment, I'll tell you the truth, none of that is relevant. I don't handle chemicals, none of this stuff. I don't handle solvents. I'm very fortunate. We don't handle food in my warehouse, not intentionally. If it comes in, it's redirected almost immediately. It happens. Stuff gets misloaded for the DC. But I really hate that. And everyone goes, "Oh, you get perfect. You're a big safety guy." Like, hey, I'm human. I screw up.
Yeah, everyone's human. I don't even know.
Come to me with a forklift question, and I'll help you out. But don't come to me with the other stuff, because then we'll both be embarrassed.
Oh, I did do that right. Oh, now that's some cleverness. They've done a snot they did a snot brick system right here. That's just nice. So they got that circle in behind this plate on a stud, on the center of it on a stud, so that when you put that on, it covers it up kind of nice and blends it in. And then this car piece, which they use a lot for mechs and dragons, these little car pieces.
Yeah, well, they make nice shoulder joints and stuff.
Right over that circle,
Yeah, you gotta like that. It's always nice if a really good build for me is one where I learn something. If it gives me an idea, that's a great build.
I love it.
Those are the builds I appreciate the most. If I learned something. If it's something that's good enough to make me pretend that I'm going to mock again, because I haven't mocked in forever. It's like, ooh.
Well, that's exactly what this set is about, actually. I want to mock it into a boat or a couple boats, because they're bringing back Ninjago has some kind of islander guys. Ooh. And I want to make them a boat.
Did you see what I said about Jason's his little police boat?
Yeah, you said you didn't like the boat, but you liked the truck. Is that what you said?
Basically, but it's not that I didn't like the boat, but
it was just a little small.
He used the raft, the Lego raft piece.
Oh, the Zeppelin raft.
Yeah, and it's like it's one huge monster piece, right?
Yeah.
And he's such a great builder. I'm really shocked that he did that. It's like, oh man. Don't get me wrong. I mean, it's a nice looking piece, but it's like, I wish he would have
I
brick built
think
it. I
well,
would
I
have had a
always
higher
thought that
appreciation for it because I thought the truck looked great. I'm assuming that was a mock because that looked like a nice pickup truck.
yeah.
I mean,
But
I
no, I
doubt I
like the
could mock a
fact
pickup truck as good as that. So I think he did a great job on that.
true. Yeah. I think for the fact that he used that Zeppelin piece, and
Is that what you call it?
I would call it that.
A
Yeah.
Zeppelin.
I think the fact that he used that piece to make something else that, because that piece is kind of useless.
Okay,
in
tell me
other
something.
words.
Why you call it a Zeppelin? Is it because because there's a brand name of like raft that's a Zeppelin, or
I think I guess.
okay, I don't
My,
know.
my,
because,
my roommate just bought one too, so it's weird because they're just what do they call them? Pleasure craft. They don't really have, like, it depends on who makes it, what it's called. I believe you're right.
okay, I'm just curious where you like. I'll say Traverse brick for a brick with
Traverse
a stud on the
brick,
side, and people don't know what I'm
Mhm.
talking about. And I picked that up somewhere along the line.
What's that? A snot brick?
A snot brick.
Okay.
And I heard some mock builder way back in the day use that term, and I don't know. I've been using it ever since. Kind of like what people who know wrestling call someone a mark, and they're using
Yep.
inside terms that no one uses. And the truth is, most
Right.
wrestlers never use that. That's very old carny talk.
True.
But mark isn't a wrestling specific term. Mark is used to call anyone who is a target or is a focus or who believe stuff really easily,
Yeah.
they're a mark. So it's not unique to anything. Oh, I feel like I screwed something up, and I won't know until later. Because you can't rotate this around. There was one brick set company I did, and it's too bad. The Lego set was it wasn't Lego. It was an Science Museum. I don't know if you remember the red Jeep I built months and months ago, which was horrible. Because by the way,
I didn't like that
so
one.
the bricks were a slightly larger scale, so nothing compatible. Number one,
Weird.
the bricks were sharp. Number two, a lot of the stuff you had to break out from the sprues. Number three. And then the instructions were through a cell phone app. And here's what was this was the only good thing about that app. You could rotate your part in 3D environment to see your build from any angle. We would love that in Lego. I would use online instructions if they could do that.
Well, I mean,
Wouldn't that be
this
great?
one has a barcode, and I'm sure I'm sure it gives
It's
you
just
an
a
online
PDF.
instruction.
It's a PDF. That's all. It's flat.
See, that's I was kind of
It's
curious about it.
It's a digital copy of what you're looking at, and I'll tell you the truth. It's I mean, the newer ones are better, but it's still not as high resolution as it could be.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the Chinese PDFs are far better than the Lego ones because I don't know if they do it intentionally, but sometimes they end up with very high resolution photos and a lot less color degradation, the conversion and stuff. And they just do a better job of it sometimes.
So I prefer the paper instructions.
Always.
For one reason, that, like, you're staring at a screen of any magnitude, it's just not good for your eyes.
No.
The more Lego you build, the harder it is going to be on you. It's hard. Like, no way. So cut my losses there. But the downside is you got all these freaking manuals, and where are you going to put them?
Dude, so that was a big decision I had to make when I was starting to move Lego into totes and totes into storage.
Mm-hmm.
So what do? Do I continue to file them in files and in file cabinets, or do I put them with the sets? And I decided ultimately put them with the sets.
With the set, yeah.
Because otherwise you'd end up with a brutally heavy box full of paper. If you ever
then
try to pick up 5
the
phone books, you know how heavy that can be. Well, that's what a tote full of manuals are.
Oh, what did I put? Oh,
okay. Remember the chess set I gave you?
Yeah.
Remember the manual for that? Now imagine if you picked up 20 of those.
Right.
That'd be brutally heavy.
Yeah.
You might think twice about picking them all up at once. It'd be
that set isn't light to begin with.
Yeah, on top of the weight of that set. So I just figured, you know what? It's better to distribute that weight. So wherever I put a set in its bag, that's where I put
100%. So the only time I don't put my manual with my broken down set is if I'm planning on, like, using that set to do a mock, or it's going to be mixed in with other stuff. I don't really care. It's not
Sure.
going to be that specific. But yeah, most of the time, if it's going with something, it should have the manual, because I made that mistake at the beginning, just putting them all together in one big box, and next thing you know, you're like, this broke and I need the manual, and it's like somewhere in this river of
Yeah. Okay, so remember earlier we were talking about Traverse bricks? So that was
Yes.
just a 1x1 with a 1 on the side. Now
That's what I used to
now
call
this
them
one's
too,
different
yeah.
though. This one is a headlamp brick because it's slightly,
It has the edge.
yeah, it's got the edge, so it's inset slightly, and it's really cool because you can use those bricks in different ways to create very unique patterns.
Very, very, yeah.
You know, I've
Very
seen people
unique
do some neat stuff and make mosaics and weird, you know, brick patterns with it, and that's probably one of the most useful bricks in all of Lego. What you can do with that is amazing. And of course, you can absolutely go in different directions. So having like two of them together, it's like that just opens up the world of possibilities now.
Yeah, I used to love those ones with the edge on it. I used to make like fences and walls and everything with those.
And you may not realize it. Watch it. I'm going to show you something. And I saw someone do this, and it blew my mind. What you never see many people do is, now look what I've done. I've put them back to back very intentionally, and look at the ever slight space. Now you can have that as a texture pattern for brick walls or whatever.
Absolutely.
Because it just slightly pokes. It just slightly pokes into the next piece.
Mm-hmm.
It's not structural, but it looks super cool with a slight.
And on top of a castle, that looks amazing.
Like it could be a slit in a wall for Archer. I mean, it won't really hold anything, but it's a visual, like super
texture.
Cool. I've seen that used
textured visual,
and now that's in.
Yeah, I love that. I love that type of stuff. It also helps, like, not everybody has solid has like a pile of masonry bricks.
Dude,
so
I would
when they're
kill
trying to
for
build
a lot of those bricks.
So when you're trying to build something that looks masonry, the last thing you want to do is make every piece a masonry brick. What you want to do is you want to scatter them.
Have you seen
dark gray, light
Bricks?
gray?
Have you seen VW Brick's castle? The one that he toured and he brought over to the Bricks in the Six. Check out his channel. He must have videos up of it. You've got to see his castle, dude. The thing has to be, you know, the large base plate, the 32 by 32. It's got to be like 6 by 8 of those.
Oh shit!
And just monstrous high, and
that's massive.
Yeah, like I think the tallest part is probably 2.5 feet tall or 3 feet tall. Like it's just a massive castle. I'm not even going to say it's the best I've ever seen, but dude, it's definitely one of the biggest. It is just beautiful in scale.
Yeah.
And you'll scratch your head when you're trying to, like, how did he make the shapes? Like, he did a really good job. And every time he tours it, it seems to get better. Like, it's not stopped. Some guys with their big mocks, they get static and they don't change. He's just been improving it the last 2 years. Like, incredible.
Oh,
and
no, they're going to make me do that twice.
Taking it to Ontario, from Ontario to Chicago and stuff, like he did Brick World, and I think he's done touring. Oh no, I guess he'll probably do Quebec next, right? So,
yeah.
I can't imagine what it takes to I gotta see if he's made a video showing his pack in and pack out for that set, because that would be just as fascinating as the set build. How do you transport something that big?
So I think I was right. So that mechanism turns into this super strong sidearm.
Oh wow!
So it's got like the double pin, 2 pins going in, and it's got that turntable, so you can kind of give them like full like articulation. That's way better than what they've been coming up with for mechs.
You're making me tempted to build some dragons.
Well, I'm putting off the dragons because they disappointed me with so many of them, and same with mechs. It's just I used to love mechs, and now everything's a mech. And then what was I thinking the other day? I was thinking, why don't they make a mech for the Ninja Turtles? Don't they know that the Ninja Turtles actually had mechs? Hulk never had his own mech like that. Bruce Banner drove a mech. Hulk didn't have a mech. Wolverine doesn't have a mech. Why are you making a Wolverine mech?
Because they sell, dude. They sell massively. Those small.
But Ninja Turtles had mechs.
Yeah, no, but no, they sell like mad, and it is
Right?
honestly the perfect size for someone walking around really quick with their kid crying, and they either got to buy a quick set to shut their kid up, or they need a quick present for their kid's birthday party at school or whatever, for some kid,
Yeah.
and it's like that is the right price point and everything, and they sell. They just do. They just sell.
I'll admit I bought one.
Oh, did you?
It's
I'm going.
unfortunate that
I'm
somebody
gonna buy the
bought
Boba
me
Fett.
one
I'm gonna
too.
buy that Boba Fett one, but I'm not buying any of the other
A
ones.
Boba Fett mech?
Oh, dude. Yeah. There's 3 Star Wars ones
Oh.
right now.
I'm gonna have
Vader.
to get that. Oh, okay, maybe I
Vader,
have seen those.
Stormtrooper, Boba Fett. And I don't know if the Boba Fett's a unique figure, but I'm probably gonna get it.
Boba
soon.
Fett's doable. I like him. He's my dude.
Yeah,
Actually,
I'm not buying all 3. If I buy one, it'll be Boba Fett.
I have my bootleg one right here.
Oh,
He sits by my coffee shop.
Boba Fett or the Mandalorian?
Oh wait, yeah,
that's a
that's
Mando.
Mandalorian.
That's a Mando.
Okay, well, anything with those guys.
You like all the Mandalorian. I know it's real. I think they're the coolest guys. Period.
Yeah, my brain literally was like Boba Fett, Mandalorian, same shit, right?
For me, it is. I mean,
It
I look at
really
it all
is.
that way.
For my brain, I love that stuff.
It's
Anything
still
else
kind of
is-
the excuse for
oh.
me to buy some Star Wars stuff. Like, okay, I'll buy outside the
Agreed.
X-wings and X-wings. Like, okay, I'll buy Boba Fett related stuff.
Oh,
buy
you may
Mando.
not have seen my last Star Wars build then.
Oh,
Yeah, I should pull those out in a sec here. They're just the micro packs.
yeah. Okay, which one was it?
Kylo Ren.
Ren, the Kylo Ren's command shuttle thing.
With the A-frame or with the A-wing pilot. Like there was two
Yeah.
minis. And then the other one was the 2-pack with the, I don't know, it's a stormtrooper on a green alien, riding a green alien, and then it's got R2-D2 and C-3PO in that.
Dewback.
Yeah, yeah.
Dewback, yeah, that's a cool set. Dude, I don't have that.
Those 2 micro sets, I built those the other night on Cow's live stream.
You know what? I might have to get that because that Dewback is kind of awesome.
Well, they're just over here. Hold on. Because I was playing with them. I like the micro ones. I don't know why. They're just so cool. All the micro ones. Like, I'm not a big Star Wars collector, but always they drag me in with these micros. I mean, like, for 24 or 25 bucks, you get 2 figures and 2 vehicles.
Okay, let me bring this up.
So you really can't complain when you get 2 figures, 2 vehicles for like under 30 bucks.
Yeah, I like that. So my favorite part is the Dewback, but that
Actually, this guy came with 3. That's 3 figures right there.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't need another R2-D2, but this right here. That's
your escape shuttle thing that the droids escaped in Star Wars, and then Trooper and his Dewback ride on Tatooine.
Yeah.
I don't like that as much. I like your first one better.
Yeah, I like this.
That's just because I'm a sucker for classic Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
So.
I like this ship, but this one's kind of like, eh.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So that's Kylo Ren's TIE fighter thing. Yeah.
I think so.
Or whatever they call it. I can't.
But yeah, these ones, those other 2 were really cool.
Yeah.
That little creature, he's like a little tiny lizard thing that they have from the movie.
Yeah.
Like, I'd build more of those in different colors, 100%. So, for instance, these
build a farm of them.
Yeah. So, for instance,
build the Imperial stables. How cool would that be?
Right. So, if anyone's ever looking for like these kinds of this set here, I'd probably sell it, no problem. But I ain't giving you the instructions because I'm gonna want to build so many of these guys.
Well, that's where the online stuff you just
but I'll never do it if I result to the online stuff. I'll make them result to the online instruction.
Yeah. Okay.
Because I know I'm getting lowballed on my price.
That's true. That is true.
Like, you want these Yu-Gi-Oh cards? Oh, you want to lowball me? Okay, so no sleeves. No card sleeves. Then? Yeah.
Do you know anything about Magic: The Gathering?
Dude, that's my game. Yeah.
Okay, so tell me, did I see a commercial or something that makes it look like the not Harry Potter? The other guy is promoting Magic cards. Lord of the Rings guy.
Yes, you did see that.
So I did
gotta
see
get-
that. So is
All
that
right.
like a version of Magic I don't know
Time to
about?
get
Or
time to get serious because
Uh-oh.
we're
I've
live
done
and,
something bad.
lots of people see this. So yes, Magic the Gathering has released. What is it? What is the guy? Lord of the Rings.
You got to hold on one sec, Kev.
Are you talking about Elijah Wood, the one who?
Yes.
plays in-
Elijah
Okay,
Wood.
Kevin's nodding. Yeah.
See, I know.
So tell me about these
Yeah,
cards. And
So I think she's right. I think it's that Elijah Wood guy, like the Lord of the Rings. So and they have the Lord of the Rings theme now. Yeah.
so, okay. So the cards just work into the whole game. Like it's just themed cards to add to your deck. Yeah.
And
Okay.
you can buy the whole series.
Sure. Okay.
So yeah,
Hey,
it's
JB.
really cool.
Shazam.
I'm not like solid into that theme or into Magic, but that's the one game that I actually do play, and
I've
I have
seen
some
two
cards.
clips, and I don't know if it was a video or an ad, but it's like he was sitting there and he's talking about these characters. I go, hey, I kind of know that. I've never watched the movie all the way through.
He actually they came to him with it, and he's really excited that people can play his character as a card.
He's
now.
really excited that
before.
someone's remembering him because what has he done? I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I think
He's horribly typecast. He probably doesn't need the money, but he's horribly typecast.
Yeah, 100%. That's probably exactly where it's coming from. What's up, guys? JB,
Yeah,
welcome.
JB, we need it. We need an update. Where you at, buddy? What's your numbers? Every time he comes on, his numbers are going up. He's got the secret sauce right now.
Oh, really? All right,
Dude.
JB asked what's going on. I'm building 71766.
He's picked up as many subs as I did in 8 years. So it's
legendary dragon. Very
This first year is
congratulations. August 1st
One
is closing in.
1.1K.
1.1K?
Yeah.
Congrats,
100.
bro.
Yeah, he's doing
Man. Damn.
Now we got to get his views up on the videos. That's our next step. We got to figure that out. Get him to crack that egg. Then he'll be unstoppable.
Heck yeah. So yeah, I'm building this Lloyd's Legendary Dragon Ninjago. Richard's working on it says Mould King GhostBusters Echo with low pro drifter rims.
Beautiful title by that professional internet artist. Contact me if you need something done.
Geez, be careful how widely you post that, man. You'll be over flooded.
Oh, what? The internet artist thing?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, no. People, that's the thing. So it comes and goes. People are interested for a short period of time, and then they realize, well, they could do it on their own. And they can. They absolutely can. Well, dude, I remember I made a whole video on how I do all my thumbs and everything else in my on-screen stuff.
Yeah.
That really hasn't changed. My look has a little bit because I'm always tweaking, but the process is the same. So it's like anyone wants to know, go look for my setup video.
Yeah. So here's where I'm at, probably in the reverse. I'm almost in the reverse because I can do all that stuff. But my problem is that if I have the time to do that, then I don't do the other things, which is make the content because it's harder, like it's time consuming. So if I had the money, I would just pay somebody to make it look pretty for me. But I don't have money and I don't have time, so I'm stuck with what I got.
I'm still doing pretty good. So my thumbnails, finding the photography sometimes can take 5 or 10 minutes, but I can do my thumbnails, my overlay, my background that you like, I can do all that in under 10 minutes most of the time. Sometimes I get a really bad photo to work from, and that might take a little bit of editing to clean it up, which is troublesome. But I can do it in 10. I can do all 3 layers in 10 minutes.
Nice.
Yeah.
JB, I'm getting my watch time hours a bit. I get 1 to 2 watch hours a video, which is way more than I used to. Still not a lot. Just need to do more streams.
So here's another. So what's working good for him is that YouTube dropped 1,000 hours from the total needed to get monetized.
Oh?
Yes.
When was that update I just did?
One of the recent YouTube updates dropped it from 4,000 to 3,000.
Ooh.
Yeah. So everybody's a little closer now.
That's watch hours, you said? Or subs?
No, watch hours.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
Watch out. So yeah, if from 4,000 to 3,000 watch hours. So that's
I
great.
like that.
Everyone's a
That's good
little
for
bit closer.
Yeah, that's cool.
So you'll still need 1,000 subs, but he's
Yeah.
there. So now he's got to
Yeah.
get the watch hours.
Sweet.
And then he's
I
got to
know
get
what I'm
not
doing.
screwed over by YouTube like me. Or shadow ban, which was even, I mean, that's a whole other pain in the ass to deal with. Don't get on the wrong side of things.
Right.
You don't want to be shadow banned where you're creating content, you're putting stuff up, and then when people try and search with the damn same keywords and stuff you put in your title and they can't seem to find your video ever, that's shadow
Yep.
banned.
Yeah.
So YouTube will let you sit on the platform, but they'll just make it so it's really hard for anyone to find your shit.
Yep.
That's not fun.
Well, and they can be dicks like that too because
Yep.
you're not paying to use it, and it's not costing them.
I have
anything
no
to get
real
rid
way
of
of fighting it anymore. There's nothing I
Yeah.
can really do. I've exhausted myself. It's like, nope. Be happy with what I got and shut up.
Yeah, it hasn't updated on my YouTube Studios though, which is
So
confusing.
here's the other thing. So what you'll see on your main page versus what you see in YouTube Studios rarely will match.
Mhm.
There's a lot of reasons for it. Don't be stressed out about it. It's just a thing.
It'll catch up. It'll catch up.
Even if you click in your studio control center, like live update on your numbers, that won't match either at times. Yeah. Again.
Oh, it has to. So what they've done, they started doing is they're trying to review to make sure that a lot of your
all your subs are legit and you're watching.
yeah.
All this stuff's
That's
being
the-
done in the background, but it's always constantly being
double
updated.
checking. They're double checking.
So when you
shit,
think you're
man.
getting I lost 3 subs this week for whatever reason, don't be stressed about it because sometimes that's just YouTube balancing it out.
Yeah, and the following week you might end up with 6 you didn't know about.
Yeah, inexplicably because you haven't done anything. By the way, I am still impressed with my replay videos. Oh my god, that is the best thing I've ever done.
Do you remember for a time there was and everybody had this problem too, where like you would post your live and stuff, and then when you go live, people aren't getting the what do you call it?
Well, that's never changed. Even if they do if they click subscribe to and get all your notifications, people still aren't getting all your notes. And that's where some people are basically shadow banned, so none of your stuff will get out. I have people who will show me their feeds and they get none of my updates.
Yeah, and like for me it's come and gone. Like it'll come and go sometimes.
Yeah.
So what I've learned to do is I just go back and forth and double click the shit. Turn it off, turn it on. Don't tell me I ain't getting stuff. I'm gonna make sure I'm getting stuff. I'm gonna click it again.
Hey, Eileen. Shazam.
Eileen. Good evening.
She's almost 2 hours late to the party, dude.
Wow. I think she's part of that 72-hour live stream community this morning, I think.
Yeah. I did miss. Look, he's already got 300 videos. Oh, dude.
Shazam. Dude, you're doing better than me. How long did you say he was playing for?
Well, he's only really been doing it, I think, for a year or two, right? But he's already
pumping it out?
He's
pumping it out.
He's got a lot of stuff going on, yeah.
That's awesome, actually.
Eileen was out partying.
No, he wasn't. With the kiddos or with the adult? Oh, did I just do something wrong? Crap. Well, good thing it's the same dang pieces because I just messed that one up. Bah, bah, bah.
Well, you didn't sticker anything badly, did you?
I did.
You did? It's a sticker? Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Well, I did that. I did that when I did this car the other day, right?
Yeah. So what I did was,
and I put the sticker on the wrong one, and I had to. Fortunately, it was like you said, same piece, and I just had to take the part off and move it to the right spot.
Yeah. So you see what I did here? I put it on this.
How horrible this was. they made for the headlamps. Like from some angles, it looks great, but it's
I
three.
mean,
separate
I didn't
pieces,
want to
three
say
different
anything, but it is so god awful from a angle.
Oh, let me
But yeah,
see.
I just have to flip these two pieces up to here.
Let's see. Oh,
Lucky.
yeah, you got lucky. Oh, look at Eileen. She got another one at 8 a.m. So 8 a.m. Toronto time.
Oh, nice.
Eileen. Oh, she's with. She's
Yes,
here.
yes,
With
yeah, our time.
So okay.
Yeah, our time.
Oh,
So I
JBS
think that's
started at Christmas. So there you go.
December 24th.
So in 8 months, less than 8 months, dude. Like he's caught up.
Whoa.
I
No,
mean,
like he's surpassing.
He's 200. He's 200 subs from surpassing.
JB, bro, you're kicking my ass. If I thought I was slow before, oh, JB, making me feel weak. No, it's good though. I like to see people succeed.
Yeah, no, he's doing great. Well, especially if he loves doing it too.
Mm-hmm. So if all he needs is watch hours, that's what I think I'm probably going to do tonight when I'm done here. So I'll set up my Xbox.
Don't talk too loud about that. We don't want anyone thinking anything's being done wrong.
No. I'm telling you that I'm legit this way because
I
actually watch
YouTube
it.
doesn't always think that's legit. I'm just saying, like,
they get mad about that. Would YouTube get mad about that? You think?
That's the thing. People think they're doing favors sometimes. Like, just keep it under your hat.
I got you, but no, I wasn't saying about what I used to do.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm just saying,
not doing that no more.
We won't even jinx it.
Yeah, but no.
Enjoy watching him tonight, and we'll nod our heads.
I'm definitely going to. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm even going to throw comments in there. This is what I do legit now, and they can't even scrutinize
Actually, I'll tell you the truth. Comments are just as important or more.
They're more important than the views. They're more. If you've commented, it counts as a view, and then you don't even have to watch the rest.
Well, it also shows engagement.
It does. I love it.
And that works on the referrals to get his videos, let's say, onto the trending page. If people are commenting, views are only in one part of the thing. You get
because it shows activity. It shows activity,
and then they want that on the trending page, and then that's that beautiful cycle of life where it's like doing.
I like it. Yeah.
So that's why a lot of people are controversial, because you can get people to post and comment. Oh, I hate your shit. Oh, you're a racist. Oh, you're this. Oh, you're that. Dude, that's engagement. Ding, 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 ding. You're on the trend.
Oh, yeah. Bad publicity is still publicity, brother.
Yep.
You could even be I could be in cahoots with a brother and be like, I'm gonna post. This is the worst video I've ever seen on YouTube, just so people click on that.
Yep.
And it's a good video.
Yep.
You do it to your own video.
Clickbait still works.
Clickbait works all the time.
You see, I've heard
nobody
people say it's not good for your channel if you post shorts every day like I do. You know what? I don't believe anything anymore anyone says, because I've seen people who say post a short a day. I've seen people say post a short a week, and then all the gimmicks on what to name stuff on all their videos. And I've seen it all work. I've seen it all fail. So do what you can do that makes you happy.
Happy and comfortable. Don't do it because you feel forced. If you're posting enough shorts that you're like, I have to, that's where it's probably going to hurt, because people are going to notice that you're not enjoying it as much. That's what I find in my own viewing, when I'm viewing others.
Like, don't get me wrong, I'm still bitter about what happened to me, but I build because I like building.
Yeah.
So I think that carries over more than my bitterness for being screwed by YouTube.
Well, good, because that means you're going to stay with us.
Well, I'm still here, right? I'm one of all these years, and I'm still here building.
They ain't scaring you off that easy, bud.
No. Well, because I wasn't here for that stuff, and I'm still not here for that stuff. I'm here for what I do.
I mean, honestly, I've legitified my account since then. No, just kidding. It wasn't me. But yeah, I noticed it one time because I have multiple accounts. I wasn't trying to do anything bad, but it helps out if it's legit.
I think so.
That's about the shortest stick in it.
I mean, it's a cat and mouse game that
Mhm.
all these services are dealing with, especially those that pay out money. It's a constant thing where they're trying to figure out who's doing what, and I mean, you'll win for a while until you get caught.
Yeah. Well, now they have better ways for the monetization and everything else. There's not even a point in trying to be malicious.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at nowadays. I don't do any of that stuff malicious, but before when it was first starting to pop off, and there wasn't so much a race for people making an income over views or anything like that. It was just to get them up there, to make them feel good.
I mean, there's plenty of ways to make money on YouTube if you don't mind putting a little bit of time. So people make a lot of videos, and the way they check off the certain boxes makes it so people can lift it legitimately. Well,
Yep.
that also means that you could technically lift it, repost it as your own.
Yep.
And that's someone else's work that you can use as your own and potentially monetize that once you get enough views.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah, and there's all kinds of these get-rich quick schemes, and some of them work to some extent. I mean, sometimes you get sniffed out, and the algorithm will punish you. Like they'll just shadow ban and hide your shit when they realize, oh, you're just lifting stuff because they know it's been used 2, 3, 5, 10 times. What's JB saying? Like posting every day. I've made a series of me making custom clones until I get to 1.5K. It's fun. It's a challenge to
New
come up with a different
pieces,
clone every day. Yeah, it's really cool, especially if you know the clone lore. It's like that's the other thing. Like if you consider yourself a Star Wars builder, learn your Star Wars lore, all your stories. Watch guys like Star Wars Theory and other things. Learn everything you don't know, and now you got something to talk about while you're building your Star Wars.
Absolutely.
Because your building will only go so far. I mean, fortunately, me and Kev are on here together. We're both building. We both got lots to talk about. And on our separate streams, we have less to talk about, right?
Right.
Because you can only talk about what you're building so much until you get those awkward silences. But it's like, hey, we come on each other's streams and we build, and it's great. And JB, bring someone on, right? Have a face.
Mama Lego. Made the old man happy. He's loving his 65-inch 4K TV.
Oh, I wish my dad was alive to see these TVs, because the biggest TV we ever had when he was alive might have been 28 inches. Might have been 28.
Really?
So
I think we had a 42 boob tube.
Not when my dad was alive. Which is a shame. Well, for him, yeah, it was a tube TV, so 100-pounder, 80 to 100 pounds, glass.
Oh, so they had them, but you guys never had one? Is that what you're?
Yeah, when my dad was alive, because he's been gone a long time. And but if he could see a 65-inch like I got now, oh my God! For him to be able to watch like golf or football or hockey night in Canada, for him to see Don Cherry with his Blazers. Not that he wears them anymore on TV because we don't see Don Cherry anymore, but if he could see Don Cherry in his glory, but on the 65-inch and in widescreen and in 4K, I think he would have died. Like
with those tie prints and everything else that he had.
God. His stuff was outrageous. I mean,
golf would be a good one for somebody that old to see on a big screen. That would be golf.
Yeah, because you can actually see the damn ball in the air.
Oh shit! Yeah, you're not just watching the tree line go up and down.
See, there you go. I mean, golf. Other than the skins game, which I always talk about, I think golf is the goddamn worst thing to watch. It's boring. I don't think the guys commentating are very entertaining. They're all about stupid stats, and it's like,
here we are whistling like a pedophile in the bushes. Here we go. Like, what is that?
And the guys talking are nowhere near the damn ball.
Absolutely.
The 300 people walking the course with the players, they're the ones that are.
And I bet
making
you that
noise
smells real good in the California sun.
You think so?
Oh yeah, I bet you they smell real ripe.
Can you imagine if someone's ever said, "Listen, I want this person removed. I can smell them from over here." Could you imagine that?
His
Because
BO
it
is
is
so
a club.
strong.
It is a
His
club.
BO is
Like,
so strong, it's about to gag a maggot.
Yep.
You need to get him ejected from the crowd.
oh my god, just
I wouldn't
evil.
be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. No.
Eileen says, "Oh no, I love my golf."
I'm
I just
sorry,
remember
we mean
my mom's watching the golf so much, like when I was a kid.
the golf.
The golf, because it was
I
all
know.
about the guys and them bending over to pick up the ball. It's like, oh,
Really?
she loved that.
That's
She
funny.
definitely had her favorites. Yeah.
That's so funny.
She had her favorite golf
So you cutting loose on me?
Who?
You.
No, not yet. Why? What time is it?
Oh no, I
Okay.
just thought I heard you cutting off. That's all.
Oh, I hope not. No.
Oh, okay.
I
Good.
thought I heard your wife say something about golf though.
No, I don't think so. Oh, if they were, I wasn't listening.
Oh no. I got
Tara
the
said
stream
something, but I can't hear her with the headphones on. They're very good
Okay.
sound. They block out a lot of the outside sound. So between that and
Yeah.
hearing loss, I don't hear much. When I
Noise
have these.
canceling those headphones at all?
Only because the cups are so big. They block out the lost sound naturally. Like they're very
Oh
old
yeah,
school that
I'm
way.
realizing now. Yeah, I just checking them out now. Oh, dude, I have a pair like that.
And I'm wearing them backwards intentionally so the microphone doesn't hang in front because I don't use the microphone. I use my phone.
Oh, yeah. And then the wire goes this way instead of that way too.
Yeah, because I used to tuck it in, but it doesn't stay in. So now it just
Mhm.
goes to the back of my head. Because
So
I
I
don't
had a
really
pair
need
of
left
old-
and right to be left and right. They could be reversed. It's not a big deal for talking.
Yeah, I had
It's
an
not-
old pair like that had the swirly cord on them and the fat jack, and they had a dial on the side for volume, and they were like this brown plastic from the late 70s. I think I refurbished them, but when I took them apart, the ear cups were just, the foam in them are destroyed. But it was pretty cool because I was able to put the foam back in. That's what was great about older stuff. I could dismantle it without screws, without breaking it, put it back together with new stuff, and they still work.
Well, I've never thought about trying to repair them or refurbish them.
Well, how old are they? Because newer stuff isn't made like it was back then, right?
These
old
are
enough.
not. Well, they're probably 5 years old now.
If
At the most.
something's old enough, it definitely is fixable. I've noticed that. So many saw blades, bro. Saw blades used to be able to remove the sharp pieces off a saw blade, like a circular saw blade.
Yeah.
Used to be able to move this thing out of the way and replace the blades or sharpen them one by one and put it back together. Not no more.
JB's out of here. Take care, JB.
Have a good night, JB. Enjoy work. Don't work too hard. Stop motion. Gotcha. Looking forward to that stop motion, by the way.
So my daughter is working on her dress, and she's got it on a tower fan box. I'm a little worried about the end results cutting on a square box.
I just needed it because when it's flat, it gets all choppy.
I get it.
And I can't.
But is it not better hanging on that, what you were doing earlier?
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's flat.
Oh.
So
Okay.
when I cut
Okay.
it gets all on.
Oh, I don't pretend to know more about this.
Oh.
Keep going.
Because if it's not on the flat surface, it bunches up when she tries to cut it. I think that's more or less what we're.
It's just to get
Well,
it
she's
so-
basically taking two dresses
Building a
and making
dress.
one. It's
Yeah.
reversible.
Doing some
Inside out.
crazy,
Yeah.
unheard of, ungodly female stuff right
But
now.
she's going to be a magician. She's going to be able to take the dress and it's another color.
Oh, is that what she's making?
I can't
Oh, I love those things. I see those on the social media,
completely,
and I'm like,
completely
that is-
reversible. Yeah.
So you know who needs that? Those clumsy eaters.
Oh God. I'm going to tell my wife that after. She's going to laugh when I tell her that. I won't tell her that now, though.
Wait till the dress is made to be rude. Yes.
Well, no, because my wife is definitely falls into that category. So it's like,
Yeah.
she can appreciate that, I think.
Okay.
I
If you
think
have
it's fun.
if you have breasticles, you have
Yeah.
spillage problems. I'm guaranteeing it.
Oh God, yeah. And
Because every girl I know, when
and
they're
she's
eating something messy and it drips, they look like this at themselves. They go like this. They go, huh?
yeah.
and they try and look at their
without
try and-
without fail, and yeah, every time.
They think nobody's looking, but we catch it every time. Going, did you drop something between in there?
Yeah,
No, I'm making sure the sauce didn't.
it's fallen into the Grand Canyon.
Yeah, I love it. I'll get that for you, honey. But
Yeah, no, not out here in the restaurant, but
yeah.
that's a little extra take home for later.
Yes, don't wipe that up. I like this sauce. What is that, Korean barbecue? Oh, baby.
A little butter chicken sauce.
Oh, man. I think I just created a new idea.
Oh man, butter chicken body spray.
Oh, I know. If a girl rubs bacon on their like neck or something like that, I think that would work perfectly for men. Just rub some bacon on your neck.
Okay,
You
wouldn't
want a
be
man to be
bacon.
attracted
Why
to
would-
you?
Why would it be?
Because I love bacon. Oh, I love it.
Not bacon. What would do it?
Okay, yeah. Each to their own.
Um,
But that would be better than like cologne or perfume. Like that stuff's so gross. Ew. You like kissing a girl.
Oh,
and you
some
get
of the
a flavor.
chemicals in it.
Yeah.
Well, it's like, well,
Yes.
I mean, how many of those things are just like based on animal urines and stuff over the years? Like people don't realize what they're spraying. No, I'm serious, right?
Right.
I mean,
Right? That's exactly what I'm saying. Like,
yeah, some of that's just not good for us.
it's like, oh, I got this new perfume. Smells like elk pee. Nice. Should take it hunting. Oh, can I borrow that when I go hunting? Like, yar.
A little, your bottle of CK is attracting the bears.
Right. That's funny. I used to like that stuff in high school too.
Oh, it's, I tell you, the money.
Oh, and here it was just deer urine the whole time.
The whole time, yeah.
I didn't have to pay $50 a bottle. I could have just. Well, I guess I would have to pay because there's no way you're getting deer urine any other way. What?
Oh, hey, Dan's going to join us if he can sort his. There we go. Hang on. I don't know how this is going to work. Hang on, Dan. I have to figure out how to get you on
You
screen.
gotta switch us around.
Well, it's not meant for this many. Oops.
Too many
Oh,
windows.
you screwed me up. Too many windows. So, let's see.
I mean, I can hear it, Dan.
Can
Yeah.
you hear me? What's up, buddy?
Until I transition,
Dan.
he doesn't have a spot yet.
It's the
Oh my
ghost.
god! It keeps grabbing the wrong camera. There we go.
What are you
So
making, Javi? What's going on, Kev?
Oh,
What are you making there?
legend. What is it? Lloyd's legendary dragon from Ninjago.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I actually kind of like this build. It's coming along pretty good. Got
It's
some
unique.
strong- yeah,
It's got like lots
strong
of unique
joints.
pieces. Yeah,
A
cool.
lot of unique pieces, a lot of unique builds. This leg piece was very nice. How they have the circle in the car hood.
So is
Up
it
in the
made
wheel
from
well.
like Lego, like other parts from Lego? Like
Yeah,
I'm having problems.
What's cool? So you recognize all these from other sets?
yeah.
pieces.
Like these are totally like a car hood piece from like the old school like four wheelers and whatnot.
Nice.
And then what they
Because that totally it gives off like a different Lego vibe than like the generic stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Cool. It's
Oh my
so it's a
God.
dragon or dinosaur.
my whole setup?
I think it's a dragon. It's gonna
It's a
have
dragon?
wings that move and stuff. I guess.
Cool.
It's got 6 bags. I'm on what bag 4, 5, bag 5.
No, there you go. Little throw me up in the corner.
There he
No?
is.
I
There he is.
can't because right now it's screwing up my whole layout. so I
Oh,
just
wait a
gave up.
minute. How do you have another window open there? Oh, I see. The side window. The side mirror. Camera. That's cool.
Well, yeah, I've got Kev, and then I've got all my 4 cameras. Everything's running right now.
Yeah. Hey, that's good enough. Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
too bad.
That works. So what are you up to lately, Dan?
That's a loaded question, but right now, like I'm just kind of nothing. It's summer, kind of summer work, and just kind of getting things organized, and still working on the big move. Because I had lots of stuff that Rick helped me with not too long ago. Still going
Nice.
through the boxes, still organizing, still trying to do inventory whenever I get a chance to go through all that stuff. But yeah, it's a lot of crap. Gotta thin it out for sure.
So you just moved. You said?
Just the stuff, like all my stuff went into
Oh.
storage for now.
Oh,
So
right,
that was
right.
a job and a half, and
Cool.
and trying to, summers. Well, we got one more month left of summer in Ontario, so gotta plan
Yeah.
some stuff with the kiddos and stuff. There you go. That works, Rick.
Yeah. Yeah, I just did a
I
bunch of
just
stuff
covered one of my cameras. It's not a big deal.
last
That
2
front
weeks.
camera. Yeah, sorry, Kev. Go
Kiddos.
ahead. You got stuff done?
Oh, I was
What'd you
just
guys do?
saying,
Camping.
just
and stuff?
went camping, fishing. My godson's father bought a canoe, and just been doing that outdoorsy stuff.
Nice.
We're gonna plan. He goes away for camp for 2 weeks,
Nice.
and then when he comes back, we're gonna do like a survival island. We're gonna try and live off the land for a weekend just for shits and giggles. But me and Buddy are gonna go out and set it all up and build a structure for him and stuff.
Pseudo living off the land with some
He's going to bury some McDonald's burgers, in soil in the dirt, just in case. So they can,
No, we don't glamp. We do no glamping. No glamping allowed.
glamping.
It's we are cooking everything on fire. Even if it's
How-
ramen noodles.
How close is the nearest store to your scenario?
Oh, well, we're
Can you
doing
see the
it.
neon lights where you're camping.
So there's these 3 lakes, and we're doing it on the middle lake has campgrounds. So we're
Nice.
doing it on a lake that's neighboring. So if we do need assistance or medical or whatever, we are close enough to that.
That's good.
But then like town or a store is like too far away. We would have to pack up everything to go to the store.
Oh, geez.
So we're gonna bring everything we need, and then we're gonna take a canoe to this location, and then surprise his son with this giant survival
Cool
thing. Yeah, might do some videotaping. We haven't decided yet.
I'm just looking and checking out the car here, how it's turning out. How are those wheels? What'd you think of those wheels, Rick?
It's not bad.
It's not a racer. It's like more
No,
display,
it's
right?
not a racer.
Yeah.
But if I'll turn it to the side. Do you see how big the wheel hubs are compared to the rubber tire?
Yeah, I noticed it right off the bat on the side. The other, just because you can see that it goes
It's
over.
very weird. To me, it's the wrong choice of rubber tire size, but whatever.
Because you can see it in the display picture. We already built that it was already like that. But you know
Yeah,
what? I
it's
think
exactly
it'll even
what
out once you have the body on. It'll be like kind of lowrider style, like that.
Fill it out a bit.
So,
yeah.
Those rims that stick out on some of those cars. So it'll be okay. It's got a lot going on. That's for sure. When you see it's done, when it's done. You think you'll get halfway on this one, Rick, tonight? You're gonna go all out.
I don't know. I'm not going to all. It's already over 2 hours now. I doubt.
Yeah, I noticed that. I was surprised.
Well,
that
we've
it's
been
still
enjoying the
live.
talk, and it's like, okay.
Yeah, I didn't
Kevin
even
came on after
realize.
25 minutes. and like,
It's summertime. What do you expect? There's no rush, right?
there's no rush.
But it's funny how they're getting away
I
with
wanted
it.
to know. So, are either you guys good for a Saturday?
Yeah.
New bricks? Yeah.
Yeah. You're doing all the new bricks though. We're just spectators.
Yeah. Well, we hang and talk and chat and whatever.
We'll be commentators.
Actually, I'll probably even open Ken's mystery box.
Oh,
That'll give us an excuse to see what he put in there. I didn't open it. I told him I wouldn't open it until I was bored. So,
Kev, where are you again? What town are you in?
Oh, I'm closest to like Brockville off of the 401.
Yeah. So you're the same
St.
time.
Lawrence.
So we'll just be
same
chillaxing
thing,
and watching you. Yeah. We'll be fine with that.
I'm good.
Saturday night, it'll be all right.
I'll do up
Where'd you go?
thumbnails tomorrow and put some links out. Awesome. That's cool.
I'm trying.
Oh man, I was
Now I
silly.
definitely got to go to Shoppers to get some of those other packages.
I thought Lego was just messing with me because in the instructions it shows two of these green pieces being slid on here. But what I didn't realize is I just built one on the other side, and that other piece is right there. But I just spent like 3 minutes looking for it on the table.
Oh yeah, I've
Goes like
rebuilt the section and realized, I didn't actually need to do that. Somehow
But the way the instruction shows it,
Yeah.
it shows like, and then you slide that one on. Well, it's already built on the thing, and then yeah.
No directions has been infallible. There's always something.
Take it easy,
somewhere.
Eileen. Eileen's out of here.
You know what?
Have a good night, Mama.
Well, yeah, she's so 8 a.m.
Yep.
Which stream is she on? I can't remember.
Ingrid Wynn,
Okay,
or Miss Ingrid Bricks now.
it's Ingrid Bricks.
Yeah.
So she's putting these online too. These builds.
Ingrid live streams playing, and
Oh,
she's doing this weekend's 24-hour. There you go, Ingrid Wynn.
Yeah.
And she's
Yeah, I was right.
a 72-hour live stream thing where
Oh,
an
cool.
hour here, hour there, everyone's doing their streams. It's just a way of cross promoting each other. It's not really a 72-hour stream.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, no one's doing it for any more than like 2 hours. I think 4 hours one guy, but
Yeah.
so I still hold one of those records. Not that it's a real record. There's been a few people who've done 24-hour streams.
When was the last
Oh, yeah.
big long string that you had? Last year?
3 years ago now, I think.
Oh,
I
you
did
had
the
something
24
last
hours.
summer, didn't you? Last year? No?
No, it's
Did
been
you have-
2 or 3 years since I did a long stream.
Wow.
Didn't you have a 4 or 5 hour stream last year? No, not at all.
I don't. Oh, I might have done some 3 or 4 hour.
Yeah.
Parts, whatever. But I don't call those long, given my
Okay.
history. But
Yeah, true.
yeah, and I still don't think I'll do another 24-hour one ever.
No.
It's gonna have to be some ass special, like some miracle bump in views or subs or something.
Some
that be more-
crazy,
Would that be more of a
promotion.
challenge between like 4 or 5 people to do an all nighter 24-hour run?
Well, you gotta remember when I did the 24-hour, I invited 120 people. I had
Oh,
80 plus who showed, and I had 2 Lego Masters.
Okay.
One
And he
was
changed
on,
his shirt every hour.
and every hour I changed my shirt.
Okay.
That was
Which
my
got me-
favorite part of the whole
That was the
thing.
best part. So I allowed me to get up for
Yep.
two
Take a
to
break,
5
yeah.
minutes,
Yeah.
get a drink, go to washroom, do all that stuff, come back with my new caffeinated drinks or sugar drinks.
Off
and
you go. Yeah.
Off I go again. You know,
How'd you
I think
feel
I was,
after that? 24 hours straight.
but it was 25. That was the worst part.
25.
So
Mm.
we went off the air at
Yeah.
24 hours and like 10 seconds.
Yeah.
But then there was 5 or 6 of us left at the end with the one Lego Master, Kanemoto. And he taught, he was so great, but he kept talking and I wasn't going to say nothing because
Sure.
having a private audience with him, because we all treat him as a god that he is, because he's an amazing builder.
Okay.
And for like an hour. And what's sad was I wasn't even the last one around. I had to bail. And I can't even remember who was the last 2 with him. But they had a private audience until I kicked the stream off.
So what's his
Yeah.
claim to fame that he can just create anything out of all Lego?
He is a sculpture builder. So
sculpture.
like he can he made like a wolf's head.
Yeah.
The 3D geometry involved with
Ooh.
Technic and panels and plates.
Cool.
And,
Cool.
wow, just something else.
So these guys have access to like tons and tons of
His
inventory.
personal collection of bricks has got to be 300,000 bricks, I'm guessing.
Woo! Wow.
You know? Where he will buy sets not to build a set. He's buying
To
the
get
sets
pieces.
to get bulk bricks and
Yeah,
get
yeah,
certain
yeah.
pieces for his
Yeah.
visions.
Well, you can
So-
see that when the guys do those mocks of like big castles and stuff. They need so many of those.
They're
things
they're hunting sets for specifics.
for specifics.
Not
Yeah.
because of this theme is cool.
Like it can't be cheap to buy that many. Like, how do these guys finance this? Is it all sponsorship somehow, or like
Rarely, mostly it's
Really?
used
personal?
and bulk and gifted. And
Wow.
if you're part of lugs, now here's
Yeah.
the thing: you get part of a lug, then you can make bulk purchases of certain elements from Lego Direct,
Okay.
Oh.
which isn't necessarily always cheap, but it's the only way sometimes to get a massive amount of a certain type of brick, because you're never
Okay.
going to
Yeah,
find,
yeah.
you
Because
know,
say you want to build that mountain or that landscape, water.
like this
bricks, all
piece
that.
that's common for a car roof or hood.
Yeah.
You may never find more than 2 pieces in any given set, so you're never going to be able to buy enough sets if you need 500 of these. But
Mhm.
you get part of a lug.
So does Lego do the large purchases if that has like?
Well, you can
enough-
already do that with Lego now. You can go to Bricks and Pieces of certain things. You can buy certain large volumes for
Yeah.
5,000 or 6,000 different parts they've got online.
Per order, and then you
Per
have to make
order, there's
another
some
order.
restrictions.
Yeah.
And if you want more, you have to make another order.
But if you're part of a lug, there
But how?
are
Okay, so here's a question then. Logistic wise, does Lego sit on that many parts of each specific little? Like, is there warehouses and warehouses of these little, like the little,
So,
the antenna?
production of a part, right?
Yeah.
So they get their mold, new part.
Okay.
Let's say it makes this. This is new. Let's
Yeah.
boom, boom, makes
How many?
250,000 parts or whatever.
Okay.
First color. Once they've made that mold, that's the major cost.
Okay.
Now,
Yeah.
Store
as
the
long as
mold.
as long as the mold is still serviceable,
Yeah.
make a number of reasonable color choices that they think they're going
Oh.
to need or use
100%.
in the near future.
Yeah.
Boom, boom. It's all automated productions. They go into totes, go into a warehouse system, computer robots, store it all. They know where it is. So if they come up within the next 6 months to a year or whatever, oh, we need XYZ parts in this color. Well, they've already manufactured it last year. It's sitting there ready for them. Now the robots do all the picking for them.
Yeah.
And some of it's guesswork, but some of them they know, like, they won't invest in a mold that they don't think it's going to work for multiple uses.
Gotcha.
So when it comes to
So is it
molds like this,
They're not like Mega. Mega was the king of one-off molds, right?
so these
Wow.
molds here,
Element
Terrible,
never used again, right?
Yeah.
That's not Lego. Lego does not.
Well, they had
Yeah.
to do those cockpits for those planes, the special ones for the
Yeah.
Halo.
Well, they didn't have to. That was a decision.
No, but the thing
They
is, though,
figured they
right,
could make it cheap enough, or they could outsource that production of that part.
maybe they did. Yeah.
We don't know how much was done in-house and how much was outsourced.
How much came out of China?
Which
right?
might be the biggest reason we had so many problems with Mega at a certain time.
Yeah.
Because maybe they were doing what some of the, not Mould King necessarily, but what some of the Chinese guys used to do. I'm going to get XYZ elements from this manufacturer. I'll get these ones from here, get them here. We cobble
Well,
them
they were
and it
importing
doesn't
them
work.
from China, right? But
Well, getting stuff from China isn't a problem, but if you're getting
Right.
it from disparate, that's a proper word, disparate
suppliers.
suppliers, you're going to get different
Mhm.
levels of quality every time.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
that
yeah.
could be why we had so many problems for so many years.
Miss
with
Mold.
Mega and all the other
Consistency.
Chinese guys.
Yeah, it could be.
no
It was a problem.
consistency. Shit. Yeah.
Yeah, that could have been it. Yeah.
Universally, things
Because
have
now
gotten
where
better.
look where they're coming from now. Mexico and China, right? Are the two main parts. They were
It's
making them
fairly
in Montreal,
consistent.
but not enough to cover all that stuff, right? Because they
Yeah.
got the subsidized from the government to build the big warehouse manufacturing, but then they didn't do it. They closed it down.
Yeah, I think if some people look closer at that deal, they
Oh, it was a bad deal. It was a bad deal, 100%.
they'd be very upset with how that ended up.
Yeah, the government gave them money with the assurance that they would stay open for a minimum time or
Keep those
forever,
jobs here.
right?
and-
Keep the jobs, and then they all got screwed, and they were mad. Those employees were so mad. Tough. It's tough, but what the sad part of all that, how warehouse clearing out and closing, is all the antique parts that will never saw the light of day. All the stuff that went in the
Oh,
garbage.
right.
I can only imagine all those unique.
I would love to know
parts.
what happened to anything proprietary in that building, like storage of molds, possibly. Like, where did that all go?
Probably sent it off to China for anything. Who knows? Because a lot of the old stuff is still available from China. So if they have it there, it means that they made them there.
Yeah.
So, like for example, the King
Yeah.
Arthur line, there's whoever's there is selling them still. You can still buy horses and some of the figures and stuff like that. So they made them, and they probably just clearing out old stock or old.
Mega horses were nice.
They were the COD ones, the Call of Duty ones were the best. That, the Assassin's Creed, and where else were they used? So Assassin's Creed there, and then the Train Heist had the other horse, the Apache
Were
one.
those the ones with like the super thin kind of fragile legs, or
No. The King Arthur one was the large, like the immovable knees and so on.
okay, yeah,
That had the
Now I
little
remember
stick
them.
function, and then the Call of Duty ones had the moving front knees.
Cool.
And then the heads and stuff like that, and hair,
Oh.
saddle. Like, I have a bunch here, actually. I think I still. Yeah, here we go. So they did the zombie horses for Game of Thrones. Hey, Rick, throw this up on the screen.
Oh yeah, I have not seen those.
So
Well,
those are
maybe.
the zombie horses, and those are the Call of Duty horses.
Wait, zombie? Why are they zombie? Oh, they're
The night-
faces.
They're zombie horses, literally.
So it's only really their faces that are zombie.
Well, the coloring is all like gray, red. Like the necks are bitten. Like the necks are decrepit.
Oh, cool.
The face is decrepit. These were the ones that the Night King and the White Walkers used in the show.
Oh shit.
So
That's kinda
I've been
cool.
collecting them to do the zombie, because I want to do a Game of Thrones diorama of the wall and the ice drain.
Oh.
So I was just kind of like getting the sets all kind of worked down to like separate pieces and bags. But the
That's
zombie
nice.
horses with the saddles, like it's hard to
That's
see in this
cool.
light. I wish I had better light here for you, but
Yeah, those
it
saddles
doesn't-
come off.
it doesn't-
and stuff too, eh?
it doesn't give you the like dead skin look because they have red and gray, and then the cutouts, the decaying necks. And
I
the
can
face
see those cutouts.
ripped
Yeah.
off. Yeah. So you can see
That's
it.
still
Right.
cool.
So they did a good job, and then that's the actual horse from the Call of Duty, the black horse.
Nice.
So they're really well done. Like these are the best micro figure horses on the market.
That's
for
sure. Some of the best horses I've seen for sure for scale.
Yeah, here I'll give you a scale. I'll put a rider on one of these so you can see. Oops. They can grab the saddle on here. This guy was just not even posed right, so let me just
For
put
those
that.
just tuning in, welcome to Mega Dan's Breaking Out Mega Toys.
Why not? Right there, you go.
Yeah.
Oh wow!
So it's not posed the best, but you see. And
I'm only laughing because it looks like a firefighter.
yeah, all these, which is weird. It's the artillery guys from the armory guys from World War II.
Oh, that makes more
stuff.
sense. Yeah.
So they dressed them all up because they even had this for their armory boxes. It's like little red wood boxes, and they came with pickaxes, shotguns, anything they would use in trench warfare, right? So I don't know, dude. Mega had such a good potential. That's what really got me. Is like, oh, can
they
bring
really
out,
do.
like when they brought out the train set, the old steamer from like the old West train. I was like, sold. Coast Guard helicopter, sold. Like, you know, the Harrier jet, sold. German, even the helicopters were like sold.
Well, I got a question for you. That space shuttle.
Yeah, the old one.
You don't have a sealed one, right?
No. That one's a hard one to find sealed because it was
there is one for like. There's one for 200.
That's probably worth it because if you know,
I think so. I do, but I think I can talk them down.
If you can, I would say that could go for $150 max. You know, it depends where it's at. But I have a sealed firefighter engine, the New York firefighter engine set. That's sealed, and it still has the electronics that go with it. And then what was the other one that I had that was old school? It was Pro Builder.
Wait, how old is that fire truck?
I think it came out in 2000 something, like the early 2000s.
I see. I'm worried about the battery in it.
It still works. It's still they use the watch batteries, not the old shitty ones.
They corrode though. They still
I know. I've got transformers that have that stuff in it too, but I'm worried they don't. You know what though? I've yet to
remember. It was only 7 years when my Halo won, the Light and Sound Halo one.
But don't forget quality. Those China-made batteries were shite, right?
Yeah,
so do they have a way to replace those batteries?
Yeah. They have a little screw. Yeah. There's a lot of Mega toys that even if the battery corroded, you can clean it out with just vinegar and that'll dissolve, and then you're good to go again.
My timing was perfect because if it was any longer, I might have lost.
That reminds me, I gotta go back to a bunch of Transformers stuff because as long as even if you had the tabs still in those things, they could still go bad. Time is the worst battery ever for me was the Kirkland AA batteries. They were the worst.
Yeah.
Really? You think so?
They always blew up. The longer, the worse.
Are those the ones from Costco?
Yep, the Kirkland Gold, the gold battery.
Yeah, I'll agree.
Yeah, they were garbage.
100%. My dad suffered from those as well.
Yep. But honestly, I have yet to have a Mega one from those old sets have a bad blowout battery.
Decent.
So I don't know. Maybe it's just the way they use quality stuff. I'm trying to see I know. Well, don't forget that there's battery like light up pieces in all of the sets. Well, I'm not sure if all of them have it, but I know the Halo sets had little display pieces for the AI, and they were battery operated as well to light up your AI. Like the Mammoth had it. I'm not sure if the FUD had it. I think they had it.
I just realized the problem. So my San Diego Comic-Con exclusive from a couple of years ago, the chest, the armor one.
Yeah.
Where it's got the 7 figures, whatever it is inside.
Yeah.
You put the microchip in the front, which is really a 2x6. That was hilarious. Yeah. That thing lights up. I'm going to have to go in.
You can, no problem. Underneath, there's a battery you can unscrew it underneath. No problem.
I'll have to.
Nice.
That's not old, but
it's
it's something.
2 years. Yeah, it's only 2 years. You're talking about the Master Chief set, the 5
Yeah,
figure,
five,
right?
that sounds right.
I think you'll be okay on that one. You can access it from underneath. Not a problem.
Nice.
Yeah, I just saw that one not
And
too
I
long
had
ago.
an offer for that a little while ago. I said, no, I'm not even thinking of selling them yet.
How much? How much?
The offer
Yeah.
was only like $200 or $250, and it's like
Well-
I'm not even just because I have them, but it's like I'm not even thinking about it yet.
They were readily available, and a lot of people
I'd
gave
rather wait,
Yeah.
and there's no push for it, so I'd rather wait and let it become a forgotten memory.
Did you get like a couple? You got a couple of them?
Come on.
I don't know what a couple is. I ended up getting 2 of them too. Like I got
COVID will always be my peak.
Yeah.
Because,
Peak purchasing.
because
they were how much? $60 at SDCC, right? But then
like that.
resale was double for most of the sets, right? Right
Oh,
away,
wow.
they doubled it. Yeah, it was.
Well,
if you had bought it,
is the nastiest thing. Well,
Yeah,
I posted those pictures that you saw, and like, I'm sure you were shocked when you saw how much people were selling the torso with their garbage.
yeah, that's crazy.
That is a huge take, And by the way, unlike a lot of things, I'm pretty sure that was free.
It was a giveaway.
It was a giveaway. The torso, you went and built your minifigure, you walked out.
So how much was it to get? How much were people selling for? 120? What was it?
$100 to $200 easy.
Okay, so
now,
how much would
they're listing it for? What they went for? Who knows?
Here's the problem. So for everybody who really, really wanted it, and they wanted to fly down, stay in a hotel, go to the place, pay the ticket, how much would that cost? Right?
Oh, a lot.
That's why paying that price on eBay for these sets was the thing. Well, I'm not going to be there. Might as well. So here's a prime example of a one that really shot up.
Torso. You're not. It's for a unique torso.
Okay. Well, here
might have been done for the whole weekend.
But wait,
you might have 5,000 or 10,000. Maybe
let
more.
me give you the reverse value in something that went and skyrocketed in price. The SDCC Masters of the Universe, the He-Man set with all the 4 little figures, the Battle Bones. Sorry, that's the set that I'm talking about. $30 set.
Wow.
Averaged on the high peak $400+ US.
Yeah.
It was a $30 set that Mega should have released to the general public because that was such a kick-ass.
I'll be the first to admit I'm upset that all that crap that's exclusive to the shows shouldn't be exclusive to the shows.
Like make it exclusive show, but then sell it to the public later.
Sell to the public. The market wants it. What are you doing?
At least.
What are you doing?
Because it's not to be a
Give
marketable.
people to show first crack at it.
Yeah, and then do the general release, right, to everybody else. So give them the sneak peek. Hey, congratulations, you can buy it here for $30, no shipping. Then sell it to the regular public with the $20 shipping or 15, whatever it's.
Because I always feel that everyone with those limited releases are doing a disservice to their customers ultimately, because now you're pissing them off.
Yeah, now it's just like, you bastards, that shit. And people still cry that should have been a general release. And another funny thing is a guy that I was dealing with that had access to the warehouse, he knew from the manager there that they had pallets of that Battle Bones sitting in the warehouse. So where the hell where are those guys hiding? Was it leftover?
I think Serge in Quebec is sitting
probably. Yeah, probably.
Because that guy is still making mad money on, and he's never lowered his price. Like, I've made good deals with him, but he never lowers his price.
Rick, there's a guy, and he probably wasn't watching this anyway, but I'll out him on this. I don't say the name, but there's a guy who used to work for it. He was a worker in the factory. I saw his pictures. He sent me the pictures of what he has. He has just like warehouse quantities of pieces in his house and cottage and storage. And I'm sitting there going, he's got exclusive things that I've never seen from the Dragons line, from like anywhere. Like, what the heck? So like, obviously whoever was smart enough to hold things from there, they're gonna have a payday. Like, even I think the guy's selling the King Arthur figures for like $20, $25 a piece, and then horses and sets for like $100+ on eBay, and like people are gobbling up because you can't get it anywhere. And then it's just too bad he doesn't have the exclusive ones that were really, really hard to get. Just these guys at the general ones. But yeah, some people are just don't care, loving life, having their kids sell this stuff online, and so on. But yeah, like, and the thing is, though, Mega had a vault that they had a copy or 2 copies of every set ever produced. I can only imagine how that got rated by the employees at the end of, or by corporate or whoever has them at the end of that run before they closed down the factory.
Because someone made off dirty, that's for sure.
Oh, for sure. And a lot of that stuff was unique, like cool kick-ass sets that deserve to be built and and used and stuff like that. But anyway,
This is kind of
all,
neat.
all
They
the
keep
failed undeveloped prototypes. Yeah.
oh, just imagine. Oh,
artwork in
actually, the original prototype Scarab is still apparently sitting in the office of the designers. So the first one ever made was there. What are you making there, Kev? Oh yeah.
They've got like really nice artwork every so often. It's kind of cool.
Wait a minute. So those figures are built like that? Oh, you have them right there on the front. Is that what those guys are? That are
Oh
hanging out?
yeah, there's one of them.
That's one of them, right? So that's a molded head, a molded piece.
Yeah. So like, yeah, this one
it's just
I'll show you.
Yeah, so it's the regular body, but the molded head.
Wow, cool. Yeah.
Cool. And that's all colored. That's all printed, right? The colors?
Yeah, no, this is actually dual molded.
Dual molded. Oh, wow. Oh, so like it's inside the other piece, and then the other one's on top.
Yeah.
So it's all glued. It's all glued together
as one piece. Yeah, you can't.
How the hell
see
did
seam.
How'd they fit
I
that
don't.
in?
There's dual molding it. It's part of the
like they injected.
process.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Rick, how do they make this?
So then no, you hit it on the head doing one, and then you place that in the mold, and the second one.
Oh, double coated.
Oh, so it's one piece as the base, and then the other one's added onto it by molding, by hot injection,
which makes it an expensive process to do anything dual molded.
Wow. Yeah. So wait a minute, is this set an expensive set? No.
Not for me. It retails for $50 roughly Canadian, but I only paid $19.50.
Yeah.
Beast of a dragon so far.
Hey Rick, there was a 40% off sale prices, buy one get one 40% off at Toys R Us. Did you see that sale?
No.
It was online. I'm not sure if it's still online or not. I think it'd probably be done by now. I didn't check.
I have the worst problems with Toys R Us online.
Yeah,
I do. It doesn't. I've had nothing but grief. 2 years.
Always grief. Yeah.
It's been horrible for me.
Crap.
But 40%. Wait, buy one get one off, eh?
It was 40% off, so it was actually going to make the Snake Mountain sets about $170 Canadian plus tax. So I didn't get a chance to get in on it.
I don't want to read any more Masters of the Universe big sets. It's not cool. I've lost count now, and it's not cool.
My dude, where were these when they were designing the Lego bra for charity?
What is it? Cloth? Is it a cloth wing?
Yeah, like it's
polyester.
Cloth.
Yeah, it's polyester. It'll be smooth like silk, right?
It's like Grandpa's freaking handkerchief. Like
So polyester.
They made a bra out of freaking Lego. Like that's a way to snip your nipple. But no, why not use something like the wings from a Ninjago dragon? Dude,
but Kev, technically it's not a Lego piece. Technically, it's not Lego.
If it comes in a Lego box,
it's Lego. It's Lego brand, but it's not a Lego piece.
Yeah,
right.
Because I've seen people use the Lego Pick-a Brick cups for things. Yeah. Like been very creative with all kinds of this stuff over the years.
Does the Pick-a-Brick have
like
attachment pieces to it? Like, does it have the Lego?
Yes, that's what I was getting to.
No, the Pick-a-Brick cups don't have studs.
They don't have studs?
Positive or negative, no.
And Kev, what are you saying?
You could use Lego to give yourself the underwire and the support that you need, and then it would be Legoed.
So where's this happening? Who's made this intimate underwear?
It was a while back. It's actually like
someone
in a
made
a
Technic dress, and they were at BrickFest in 2016.
Yeah.
Technic dress with Technic beams and Technic pins.
Interesting.
Oh wow!
Now,
but it could move. It could move.
So the lady who was wearing it, she complained about it, like it fit and everything.
Pinching her a lot, I bet.
Well, it was awkward because, like, if she breathed much at all, like, there was no real give to it.
Yeah.
It was very fitted, so she couldn't sit, and any real movement would result in a separation. So she had to be very strategic about her movements. Now there are parts that would have given her some flexibility. The rubber mesh bits, for they're like 10 by 10 bits, roughly as big as this.
Okay.
That would give you like a rubberized mesh, and then you could stud into the mesh a certain way. That would give you some flexibility, but then you're relying on the thinnest rubber string like structure
What
Hold
color
on, this
was this dress, guys? I know. Try and find it on.
Okay, this was it was Technic beams.
Yeah.
It was dark, so I'm guessing it'd be blacks because that'd be the most common Technic beam you can get is black, I think, because it was dark.
It was all black. Was
The
it a
dress
lady?
was-
Did she have a black purse as well to go with it?
A clutch or something. I don't know if it's a purse.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
maybe
yeah,
a clutch?
yeah. So I looked at.
Oh, you found it
12
already?
12,000 pieces, all black. She says it's not comfortable, and then she has a
Oh
purse
my
that goes
god!
with it.
It sounds
was-
like you found it.
I think so.
Nice.
Let me see if I can. Bring it up.
I wonder if
here.
it's the same one. Wow.
Nice.
It's about 8 years old, 2016.
See?
Is there a way to show you? Let's take a look. Let's see if you guys can see. I'll take a picture and then you guys can see if it's the one or not. Oh, that's gonna be blurry. Why is that? Oh, camera. Somebody was saying that the cameras were dirty out there.
Yeah.
Clean your cameras, folks.
I'm always riding Dylan because he's posting the worst damn pictures.
Yeah, that's it. That's where it
That
came
is
from.
my pet peeve is
Okay, here we go. Let's see if you guys can see. Was that it? Black and the all Technic pins?
I'll tell you the truth, I can't. Oh, dude, that's
So the purse and the dress.
if it's
all-
not it, I'm shocked because I think that might be it.
So literally, yeah, not the
Put
straps.
it back up
but-
and I'll put it on the big screen.
Okay. Nope. Let me scroll down.
I'm
So the
pretty
purse-
sure that's it.
Yeah.
Now, was there any geolocation stuff for that? Because
Well, I'll tell you where the
Toronto.
article. It was a CNET. What do you call it? Article. So where's it from? Lego builder Brian Degstein spent 4 months weaving specialty Lego pieces into a wearable dress, so his wife could attend a Lego convention in style. So this guy, I guess he's
Got to be the same person now.
the little black dress is made from 12,000 Lego Technic pieces. Lego Technic is a series of interconnecting plastic rods. So yeah, this is probably the one.
Got to be the same one.
7,000 Technic lift arms with
Right.
rounded ends and holes running down the middle. It weighed 7 pounds. There are a few challenges because of spandex underneath, blah, blah, blah. And it says, what did it say here? I finally broke the dress into a bodice and a skirt, and resulting fabric was a barrel shaped, blah, blah, blah. And it was skirt rested on the hips rather than to rely on friction. So yeah, 12,000 Technic pieces. It was in Portland, Oregon. Bricks Cascade 2016.
You know what? Then maybe they toured because
Maybe.
it sure looks like the same dress, and I can't believe someone would have gone to
Could
that.
be,
effort.
yeah.
Like it's that one did it. It's something that two people did it. Would
So it was the hubby. Yeah, the hubby. So isn't that crazy that
yeah.
um
It goes to show you how kinky he is because he's sitting there thinking, "Hey, my wife's hot. I'm going to put her in a Lego dress." Right?
Hey,
come on,
hey,
come on.
I haven't
he's
seen
imagining
the
his,
bra one. I haven't seen the bra one, but I just heard
Well-
it was a mess.
well, the other ones they have here, they have like Katy Perry
It
had
was
a
for
Lego
charity
dress,
or something.
Lego inspired.
Well,
with,
no,
Lego-
dude. Lego made that for her straight
they
up.
made it for her. Yeah, yeah. I
That
can
was
see
a
it.
commercial. Everything. Yeah.
Yeah,
The
then
bra?
Fergie had a crazy Lego dress, which is Lego inspired. Then there's another one. Somebody had like a Lego shoes, Lego dress. Well, these are add-ons, so it's kind of like fake.
You know what's the most incredible thing? The guy Lego Solo, Han Solo, the guy with the one arm.
Mm-hmm.
He's updated his Lego arm 4 times now.
Oh, I saw the picture of that just right now.
Oh
So-
yeah, that thing's awesome. The,
Every
the
year or so,
prosthetic.
he's been updating it. I tell you, every time I see it, I haven't seen it in a year. So if you got an update photo, you can throw that up. But that guy is so talented, and could think about it, he's building with one arm, and he makes himself a prosthetic
No,
arm.
he's not. He has the Lego arm to help him.
Let's see.
I don't think it's that great to build with unless he's done a
It's
significant.
it's
update,
really
but
getting there though. It's getting there.
every
He's got
time I
grips
see it,
on
it's
and
so
stuff.
impressive. Like, and
Was
he's-
it like a white Technic arm?
So he's
Is that-
an engineering
Yeah.
student now, I think, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
he
just
started
saw
with
that.
white Technic. Yeah,
Where is that? I
white and
just
gray.
saw
I
it.
think.
So yeah, that's cool though if they're doing it like that.
But
Who
you
knows
got
if
one
actually-
arm, and you can make yourself a prosthetic arm out of Lego, and you're going to be an engineering guy. Like
Mhm. That's
I
your,
want-
your ticket. That's your
I'm
ticket.
pretty
in.
sure his
that's
story-
your university thesis
application,
degree
yeah.
application.
Yeah,
right?
That's
I
your
made
thesis.
an arm
going into
He's
school.
open your gates to
Yeah.
me. You know?
And I'm pretty sure his story is like, he had a prosthetic and he's looking at his bin of Lego going, I can make something better than this. This just doesn't function
Yeah.
worth shit.
Yeah,
That's
there it is.
funny. I've never
They-
thought about it.
Prosthetics
I don't
is
know his
freaking
backstory,
garbage.
if he actually had one he wasn't happy with, or if he
Yeah,
was
I'm
building
telling you, I
something
think it
on
is
board.
because prosthetics
this-
are horrible.
So
Or
his
they
name
were.
is David Aguilar. Was born without an arm,
Yeah.
and he has like 5 different iterations of an arm.
Yeah.
5 now? Okay,
4 or
so I'm
5.
behind.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So he's got
So the
4
first-
total, but 5 in this one.
First 2 or 3 he's made are all like actuated by his muscles.
Yeah,
And
yeah, I
then
can see it. Yeah,
the
yeah,
new
yeah.
one I think the newest one he has is electronic.
Yeah. That is nuts. Look at
So
that.
he uses his muscles to actuate the electronics to get a better grip on shit.
Yeah, yeah. So he's got a
Mhm.
he's
I'm
got a
sorry.
red
If I had
one.
If I had Tesla money, I'm hiring that kid.
I
No
know,
kidding.
right? Instantly.
Let's see what date is this picture? That's article. We've got 22 years old. He's young. Look at that.
Yeah.
This is 2021. So a student builds his love of Lego with a prosthetic arm. And wow, is that like detailed?
So is he 24 now?
He would be
was 22
23.
then?
23. Oh no, 2
Cool.
years. You're right. 24
Yeah,
now.
okay.
Yeah, you're right.
Nice.
If his birthday's early, yeah.
No, that kid
Oh,
needs to get hired
this is
on.
cool. Richard, remember when I opened up that one bag and it showed me what to upgrade Lloyd?
Yeah.
And I was like, why? I don't understand. And so it showed me to throw an upgrade on him. So now he has the thing on his back. Well, I'm not opening up bag 6 until tomorrow morning because I'm getting kind of tired. But I just noticed upgrade. He's got his mask in his bag 6.
Nice.
I like that. It's kind of like a little treasure trove along the way. Every so often they say,
got
okay,
2 more bags I'm gonna do, or
they're
2
like,
more.
okay,
pages.
upgrade them.
Nice.
Now I don't like that his side pant leg is this color.
Okay.
What is it, like the olive green, kind of the drab green?
That Lego
Yeah, I like the-
disappoints on the sides of legs and even torsos. Like they could do such a good job with printing if they really wanted
Why
to.
couldn't they print that color on his boots instead of making the legs that color? Because now it doesn't match well.
Yeah.
So what's the front of that, Kev? What's the print on his pants there on the front? What is
It's
it?
like his
Part of his
shirt
kimono?
dragging down.
Shirt.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Or
he's
his como. Yeah.
So they're like he's wearing spandex bottoms and his shirt's hanging over the edge, kind of thing.
Yeah, and it kind of looks like they've put fluff there for high ankle boots. But why make the legs that color of brick when they could have just printed that color for the boots? Like, I don't know. It makes the belt separation look nasty.
Somebody was cutting corners, cost wise.
Hey, this could be that situation where they had this many legs and this color sitting in a bin, and it's like, oh, we got to start using some of this, guys.
I mean, if I were to look at the legs in a different color of light right now, I have 3 variants of light. So after staring at the computer screen, it's kind of hard to see exactly what I'm looking at. But I would say that is 100% correct because they look a lot like the color you would get from the Shima crocodile legs.
Okay.
Okay.
So
yeah.
that would be very accurate guess to say, oh, maybe they're just trying to get rid of this shit.
Could have been because that's just the base color, the base plastic color, right?
Yeah, and I'm okay with that too.
Does it
It's
match?
just-
Does it match the torso at all on any level?
No.
Or arms or nothing.
And this is the other part that you just had to. I wasn't gonna say anything, but now I'm saying it.
Now you know.
So
Let's see.
there's the torso green,
Oh,
matches his headband.
Yeah.
There's one arm. There's the other arm. Oh, at
why
least
did
his
you-
gloves flipping match.
Oh, but his shirt has that color in it. That's why. Look, his shirt
Kinda,
has
but
two-tone.
when did they ever? Oh, and so does. Oh, and the shirt has the dark green in it, so we'll make a dark green sleeve and a dark green sleeve.
So does it look like that in the cartoon, the Django or whatever? Like, does he have that
I
as
don't
his?
know. Let's flip back a page and find out. Yeah, it does.
So that's why they're just going by the artwork.
No.
At least they did. At least they kept it consistent. And
Now
it
you're
matches the
just
dragon
giving.
wings.
Now you're just giving Lego an excuse, Dan. We
No,
know this is a.
I'm not.
We know that's
I'm-
from Shima.
Mega Dan Branco is a
I'm by
Lego
far-
apologist. Imagine
I
this.
have maybe have one Lego set in this household. maybe.
You're a traitor to Mega.
All right, let me go.
Apologizing for Lego.
Wait. Let me go.
Oh, I was right, fellas. I was right.
Yeah. What is it?
It's the
What is it,
Shima
Matt?
green.
There you go. So they're just trying to match the colors in the set. That's all.
No, this is Shima. That's Ninjago.
So Shima is CHIMA, the brand.
Yeah, that.
Okay.
Yeah.
The animals.
The
Lego
theme.
So
Shima.
I wasn't a big fan of the
Lego
Shima line,
Shima.
but they did
That-
like
the
this
legs look
rolling
darker.
castle that was amazing.
For which one? For
Lego Shima.
Lego Chima had that.
There's a gigantic rolling castle.
So were those not one-off themes, but those were themes they put out for a while. Were they that popular? Because somebody told me that Ninjago saved Lego for a while there. Is that true?
Ninjago was
Ninjago-
probably the most popular non-Star Wars line.
But at the
Yeah,
time,
like-
Star Wars wasn't that big, was it?
Oh, wait. No,
Star
it's also
Wars
the
has been
non-
hot.
It's always big. Yeah, always
Yeah, yeah.
hot.
Star Wars has never failed them.
It's the big non.
They've done great
Non-licensed
since
thing.
the
okay.
movies come back. That's the thing. Movies when there's
Yeah.
actual
Okay.
media, when there's media, the toys.
So
are better.
so wait a minute. So Ninjago is an in-house brand. So it's 100% profit.
Ninjago they own, Chima
Ninjago.
they own.
So that's why they were just milking that brand like crazy.
Yeah.
As much as I can. Yeah.
yeah.
Because they
So
don't
that's-
owe anybody anything on that.
exactly. It's all in-house. So that's good.
Jackie
'cause you
Chan,
know-
they owe him a
So-
shit ton.
So here's a question: are they with Star Wars being such a popular thing? Are they commanding the prices, or is Star Wars Lucasfilm commanding the prices? And
I'm
Ooh.
sure that's
Licensing.
there's a
'cause it's a cash cow.
there's a common license fee,
Yeah,
but
Yeah.
it's a two-way street.
yeah.
Disney now, not Lucas. Disney now
Well, Disney
loves
now.
the relationship.
Yeah.
But
Well, they've
even
always
with
had that
Lucas-
relationship though. Disney and Lego always had it, right?
Yeah,
So now it's just
they always had one
more. Yeah,
for the longest time. But Lucas since 1999
yeah.
has had a deal with Lego. So you're talking
they just
really
merged.
well entrenched relationships that
Yeah.
I don't see it ever changing. Both parties would be dumb.
Is
to walk
Lucas
away from
is
each other.
Lucasfilm still a separate identity under the Disney umbrella, like a subsidiary?
It is, but it really doesn't matter because Disney stills craps on it if they want to.
Yeah, well, that's more for like seeing how they get licensing fees and all that stuff. Like the movie thing we were talking about, where you know, like all the movies branch out on their
So
own.
some people blame Disney for Kennedy screwing with Star Wars to squeeze
Yeah.
more family-friendly content out of the Star Wars stuff instead of more adult.
when it should have been adult, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
Like,
should
honestly,
always have been adult.
It should have been more violence and stuff for Boba Fett.
Yeah.
You could have had Mandalorian be that kiddie stuff because you got Baby Yoda stuff, right?
Yeah.
Go that way.
Yep.
Boba-
Meanwhile, it's
Boba
reversed.
should be more adult oriented because who are the Boba fans? 40, 50, 60-year-olds now.
Yep.
Make it adult oriented, violent, stealth.
Dark. Make it dark. That's
Not-
why Rogue One
Not
at the end was like,
softy, politicky stuff that
wow.
no one gets hurt. and-
Rick, why did everybody go nuts over Darth Vader at the end of Rogue One? Because it showed the violent side, how
Yeah.
dirty he could get,
Oh,
or not
his
dirty,
big
but how
ass,
right?
yeah.
he was just
Yeah.
ripping the guy off the ceiling, like you know, cutting him down through the middle. Like it was great, crushing him with the force grip.
Giving us the stuff we've gotten from the books and the comics, that do well.
Yeah. Well, they gotta always cater to the general public. That's why they want everybody to show up as a family to pay $100 to watch a movie.
Yeah.
With
I mean,
popcorn.
Disney is a great place to house your property forever, but they will wash it out.
Yeah.
And
Well, luckily they didn't screw around with stars and all the rated R films and all that too much. There's still a lot of good ones that they put out. Like they put Predator out, didn't they?
yeah,
That was under Disney, wasn't it? Yeah.
Disney didn't.
They
have
own it. It's on.
They
Disney
may own
Plus.
it indirectly by having stars or something else, but that was not a Disney property originally.
No, not the property, but they put it. They produced it. They made it. It's
Really?
it's a Disney owned movie because
Really?
it's not the only one. A lot of stuff in the last 20 years plus.
I'm shocked if that's actually true.
You'd be surprised at what they owned but allowed to go dirty, like because they had that arm's length, like
I don't know if that was during the Eisner years or whatever.
was it Eisner years? Yeah, like
I don't know.
oh,
That's
Disney owns those properties, and you're like, oh, that's violent, but it's a Disney movie technically. It's the ownership chain, like going up the chain, you'll see eventually it gets to the Big Papa, right?
Okay.
But I'm gonna look that up because I know I'm just trying to remember which ones they were that were back then like that, like violent films, but under the Disney umbrella.
Okay.
Let's see here. I'm just gonna take a quick peek here.
One more page.
So here we go. Here's a article. Here, sorry, Rick. And Kev, did you know that these 11 movies are actually owned by Disney? Here we go. Let's start off with. You might be surprised to find these decidedly un-Disney movies actually belong to the company. Deadpool. There's one. Aliens. Like the first Alien.
This list is literally starting with
from
Disney
way back
acquiring properties or studios now, because Daredevil was not originally anything to do with Disney. Deadpool through Sony or Fox, right?
Yep.
Through the X-Men acquisition.
Yeah.
Deadpool was part of the whole mutants garbage.
So actually, you know what? It's when they acquired 20th Century Fox, because Fox was the one that 20th Century was the kick-ass movie brand, the studio that put all those.
So for me, like this list doesn't hold a lot of water because
no.
Under Disney,
they acquired
Disney would never have red lighted the first Deadpool movie.
No, hell no. That was 20th Century probably. Who made it? Let's take a look. Who actually made it or produced it? It was through 20th Century Fox. Yeah, there you go. And don't forget that thing was shelved forever before they released the teaser that got everybody excited, right?
Well, and even better. So the original trailer. Did you hear how that got out? Only 4 people really involved, right?
Yeah.
Ryan Reynolds, the director, camera guy, and someone else, right? Only a handful of people knew anything.
Yeah.
After a lot of years of nothing happening, he basically, he indirectly admits it.
Yeah.
One of those 4 people, he said, had the footage and leaked it onto the internet. Well, who's the king of the internet? Ryan Reynolds.
He knows how to play it. Exactly.
He for everything he's ever done on the internet, he's been a genius. And that gets out there, and then everyone chases down the studio. Hey, make it happen! Come on, what are you doing? That's money. And within a few months, green lights and
everything this guy touches, everything that Ryan Reynolds has touched has turned to gold. Like his beverage, whatever that gin is, or
which he sold.
Then he bought that. He made his soccer team go to the finals and win, and now they're going to be able to play in the regular.
No way! They moved up to the Premier League.
They won. They moved up to Premier League. Yeah, with them and some other team, I think. But that was a swan story there.
He's got horseshoes up his ass.
Oh, unbelievable! But the work ethic is on par with like getting what you deserve. Right, and he's doing it, But though I think the only thing that fell through was them trying to acquire the Ottawa Senators. He couldn't get the right.
Wow, that was funny how that didn't.
The investors just weren't available. But the NHL is a very clique oriented. Like the guy Bettman or whatever.
Oh, they will if they don't like you, you're not buying.
They weren't going to let that happen. So that's going to be whatever. But would be nice would be get our teams back in Canada, because when we had our Deeks and the Jets and what was the other one that we lost? No, not the Vancouver guy. That was basketball. But why did we lose those teams? They had the market for it. They just didn't put anything into it. They didn't give a shit about the Canadian market. If they have 2 teams,
I think a lot of the teams that tried to run up here and stay up here, they thought they could be like the Leafs, where you could do nothing and people would.
No. And you got to blame the GTA and Southern Ontario fans for being diehard Toronto fans, and but even some of those are getting pissed off because they
now we're being costed out. Like we can't even go to our own arena to watch our own team. It's too expensive.
That's right. Cost is too much. I've never been to an NHL game because of those costs. I think the first time I ever looked to get a seat was $200 to $300. The first time. Looks good so far.
Yeah, this is where we're stopping. We're halfway through the build.
Do you get to build? Oh, the engine is done. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, there's a little kind of
That's
V8
cool.
V8 happening in there.
I'm telling you, Rick, this is gonna be a sleeper. This is gonna look good when it's done. I have a
Yep.
feeling. Once you get all the accessories on it, the ladder, the lights, like the light bricks, there, it's gonna look good. Does it have clear bricks for up the lights up top, or is it all opaque ones? The green and the
You
yellow
ever
there.
seen these? You ever seen these before?
Little Pop Tarts,
see.
cool. Is that like for the
Pop-Tart
kids?
bites.
Pop Tart Brights. So you're
The
gonna get
super
more.
solid. The blues are solid. No, the blues are trans clear. Sorry.
Oh, they
For
are
the kids.
Okay.
F the kids, Dan.
Look at
These are
you.
for me.
You are not getting your money's worth on that, guaranteed. Not at all.
I actually have to
Go buy the big ones, Kev. The big ones are worth it. Probably be cheaper
Oh,
than that.
it's hard to find the blueberry flavor in the big
Is
ones.
that why? Is that why? Yeah.
That's
Okay.
why I grabbed these because I couldn't find like sometimes you have to buy the 3-pack, and I don't particularly like
'cause
strawberry.
Yeah, gotcha. They only come in the mixed pack. The
Usually, yeah.
Oh, that sucks. Yeah, that'd be
Well,
surprising.
whatever.
I would, but that's
I
fine.
saw these and I was thrilled.
You don't like? You said you don't like the strawberry flavor?
I prefer not them because there's strawberry everything nowadays.
I know it's
Blueberry
overkill.
is hard. Blueberry is a hard
I'll take
preservative.
blueberry over strawberry.
Yeah,
It's hard
I
to
have
keep it
a-
preserved. Yeah.
That's
I
my
have
wife. If she goes
I-
get me bubble tea, I'll say
blueberry.
Oh,
yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
blueberry.
There's my kids get a yogurt, frozen yogurt, strawberry
Mhm.
blueberry pack from Costco. That is such a damn good flavor. The blueberry, it's my son's
Yes.
favorite too. Blueberry is so
Yes.
good. Actually, I'm gonna have one after I'm done with you guys.
Damn you.
Blueberry swirled frozen yogurt on a stick. Yum. I'm still gonna do that too.
Right.
But Rick, are you out of here? Is that what
I'm-
that's the
I'm
final
done.
call?
I'm
3
calling it.
hours. Look at you. That's a you're
Yeah,
pushing
that's a
it.
long
Wow.
way. Thank God I don't. I don't gotta work.
Yeah. I'm glad I don't have to work anymore this week.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. You guys it's your weekend then.
Well, guys, thanks for hanging with me on a Thursday night.
Yeah, we'll see you Saturday then, right? Are you doing anything tomorrow? More build?
I'll probably build tomorrow night because
Mhm.
my wife works during the day tomorrow, which means I can't build during the day. So I will.
What do you want to do? You want to
I'll
do
play
an hour?
Diablo. I'll play Diablo during the day, and then
Yes.
tomorrow night I can build and we'll do part
Do
2
it.
and finish this guy off.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then Saturday we got new bricks.
Yeah. I want to
I'm
see
gonna
what you
try
guys
post that.
what you're bringing in. That's gonna be interesting. Maybe I'll bust out a never seen before mega set.
Oh yeah, I mean, feel free to show us some stuff and educate.
I
us.
wonder. Sounds good.
Like something
Because
rare or
I tell
something
you,
new.
A lot of people
Something
message
old,
me.
something
They'll tell
new.
me all the time that
Nice.
we can, my stream will convert people to the non-Lego stuff. Like,
As they should. They need to open
Hey.
their eyes that there's more than just Lego. What's
you know
up,
what's
Kev?
funny? I got
I got my
mentioned
make.
on
I got my
BW
make it blocks.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He showed
Yeah.
me this earlier. This is
Dollar
awesome.
that's Dollar Tree, right?
Yes.
There it is. I have the road plates from that brand.
Wait.
The-
Look how goofy those are.
Yeah. Oh, I know they are.
It's like
It's like
it's bootleg. Look, those
Yeah,
are stickers. Those are stickers on the torsos, by the way.
Well,
And
yeah, 'cause they
would
sell
it
the
have killed
sticker
them for a
packs there
blue
too, right?
torso?
That's terrible. Look at that.
Yeah,
Oh gosh.
but they sell the sticker packs at Dollar Tree, don't they?
Oh, I hope so.
I was pretty sure the last time I was in one, and I saw a bunch of their plates and some figures and some stuff.
They're,
I saw some.
So they sell it
stickers.
extra? They sell it on the side to
Yeah, as a separate envelope,
Oh,
little thing. Yeah,
So
but they were cool
they're
looking
paper.
stickers. Like I saw a bunch of stuff.
They're paper stickers,
Don't-
so you
don't
know,
get it. Don't get
you
it
can't
wet.
get them for the kiddos because the sticker will get messed up. But I thought if it wasn't a paper sticker, I was going to stick them on Lego torsos and make them with blue torsos and whatnot to make them a little nicer. But
This is what I got.
oh,
to
it's
look
got
forward to
rust
tomorrow
for the
night.
stickers. You got rust stickers,
So just like that UCS one I built, which had
That's
rust.
hilarious.
Rust. Actually, that
and
one
of course
had
they're shiny.
rust stickers or rust prints. I can't. Rust stickers.
Or-
sorry, it was
or
rust
mud.
stickers in the Lego.
Rust or mud or
Yeah.
or
But this is on clears. So while I hate clears, oh man, this is not going to.
So wait a
rust
minute.
is gonna
Are
be
the
shiny.
are the brown spots on a square? Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you don't
So
you can't-
you don't even need the whole thing, but they're killing me with it.
But why don't you get an X-Acto knife and chop it right out?
Every time I think I'm going to do that, I never do.
Oh,
I
I think too much
never
work.
do.
I never do. Every time I think about it,
What a
like
what a-
these edge ones would be great if I would
Yeah.
use an X-Acto. Those
Just
ones would
slice
be
them in half.
murder.
Yeah.
But these edge ones would be nice if I.
Hey,
cut out.
question before you take off. if somebody wanted to reproduce that sticker sheet with that glossy type, sticker,
Yeah.
is that possible?
So the way I would do
Yeah.
this,
Yeah.
first I'd scan it. Use the
Okay.
best scanner you can get.
High
your hands
res,
on.
right?
Go
Yeah.
high DPI, high resolution,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
are not necessarily the same thing. Deep dots
I
per
know.
inch is
Dots per
important.
inch. Yeah.
Now, the problem is that's going to come out looking yellow on a scan.
Yep.
It won't come
Okay.
out as white. Like this is kind of a white cream, depending on my lighting here.
Yeah.
But that sticker clear is going to come out very yellowish.
How
So-
come?
Because that's what the CMOS sensors and the scanners or
They
camera
take
or your
clear.
phone
Clear is
or whatever it's going
yellowy?
to do, it's going to come out because that's clear on a white background anyway. But you can
Okay.
see, you can even see at certain angles. It's kind of
Yeah,
yellow.
yeah.
It's almost smoky, like a
Oh, because the
smoky-
paper is
like a
yellow.
paper.
Yeah, paper.
So-
Yeah.
Okay.
The way my light's being reproduced, is making it worse actually.
Yeah. Okay. Because
To
the ghost looks pretty white. That's
what
a
you can
print.
do though is then you can change. The simplest thing would be to change white balance or exposure
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
your digital copy once you got it scanned. But if that does mess with your other colors, then you can digitally go back and forth until
And put
you
them in
leave the white
stronger.
alone
Yeah.
and you just mess with all the other colors and you get the result you want. It'll take a little bit of finessing.
Who prints that? Where can you get that?
So Staples would probably be the easiest place.
Really?
If
Really?
if you should be able to get them to print on clear.
Okay.
Now they won't do die cut.
No, that's the problem. You got
So you have to cut them out by hand,
You
though,
will
Yeah.
be Anyone who will print
Yeah.
this for you won't do die cut.
No.
which is fine.
Which
Yeah.
is yeah.
Because I'm looking at reproduction of the 80s stickers from the Coleco Starscom.
I like
And those
that.
are
That's a good
so
idea.
rare to get. And the guys have tried, like Europe has tried, they've done it on white
If you got
paper.
half decent photography, finesse it in a cheap app.
'Cause
If that app I use, Photopia, screw around with it.
Well, the
Yeah.
question is then like some of the stickers actually have white in the sticker. So
Yeah.
like it's like a white dot or a white, design. And
Yeah.
so you almost have to go in and accentuate that white.
Yeah.
So if
On
you want
clear.
it on clear, but you still want white,
White, yeah.
Yeah.
You have to go in and
it's
manually do it.
doable because here's the thing. If you save it as a transparency as a PNG file,
Yeah.
anything transparent is transparent.
Okay.
Most software that's going to reproduce it for you will make that a checkerboard pattern.
Okay. Yeah.
And everything that's real, including the white,
Is
that
the
real,
drawn
will
on.
be actually white.
Okay.
So
Okay.
Nice.
So in the
Staples
program,
will
they will
probably do it-
recognize.
will
So
probably
that,
be your source for doing it. Now, here's the thing: you could buy clear on your own. You go to Staples, you can buy clear sheets,
yeah.
and then you could laser print if you got a color laser printer on your own. The thing is, you gotta see, can you reproduce white on a color
Oh,
laser?
it's very
Some
hard
do,
to get
some
those
don't.
color, the hues,
Yes.
like the color combinations.
If
like,
it's using,
you know,
yeah. So what you want is a printer that has a black cartridge, a white cartridge, and then 3 or 5 cartridges to do color.
For the color.
If you're printing at home, that's what you want because you don't want to. You can't reproduce.
So that's why
white.
to
You
to
need
reproduce
white.
white, you need white. Yeah.
You need white to do white.
That would be
Otherwise,
worthwhile
you
going to
get
a
the
printer.
weird blue tinge looking color.
It would never
not
turn out right.
It's
Yeah.
never white. So that's what I recommend.
I forgot I changed that.
Who's your little figure there?
It's a bootleg Sasuke
Fun.
from Naruto.
I should start doing that with my streams. I'm just blank out my headshot, and I'll just be this weird talk. That would throw people off. Like people have seen my face for like 4 years now or 5 years, and all of a sudden Richard stopped because I look at some of the other guys' streams, which I'm kind of tired of doing, and all I see is a talking circle,
Yeah.
and I'm just
That's
done with some of that. It's like,
Yeah, I
guys,
usually try to stay away from it, or I change it up. I like to
Yeah.
change it up. A guy's Zisu Sultan Bus. Sometimes I get a kick out of what his picture is, even in the chat.
Wait,
I'm like,
say his
what
name
the hell
again.
is Zisu or Zisu?
God bless you.
ZISSOU. Sultan Bus.
God bless you. What?
I don't know if he like produces content or not, but he's always on live streams with some of the other guys there, and he's in the chats. But sometimes his little circle will have like a saying or something on it, and it's always interesting to see what it is.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like his little. That's like his little thing, whether he knows it or not.
Neat. I just come up with a building technique. Cool.
Oh, Rick, the 40% off. The 40% off is still active at toysrus.ca. Somebody posted it on our.
I'll check that out as soon as I get off.
So
Kano.
Maybe something to do tomorrow, maybe.
Attach that to the back of that white plate.
yeah, here it is. Buy one, get 40% off. It's still going on.
No, the other white plate. No, it doesn't matter what plate.
Oh, I don't know. Well,
doesn't
actually,
matter,
the
does it?
spacing is weird. Is it?
Oh,
Yeah, I don't think it marries up. No.
even if you put it in the holes.
Okay, let's see. No, it doesn't match. It's not. So this is
Oh.
a 4-length bar, and what
Yeah.
I'm doing by putting it in here
You're
is
trying to
making
stretch it
not
4
quite
and a half.
5. Yeah, it's not quite.
Dang.
So you know how you could do it? You would need a jumper. Oh man, is there any jumpers?
Yeah, put a 2x1 on one and flat tile on the other.
See that there, and just.
What are you trying to make? What are you making?
We're just trying to see if some Lego math works.
Build
here.
technique.
Okay.
Here. He just came. See what he's
Is-
got going
is this
on
the,
there. with the
is
red.
this what they call the illegal builds? The legal
Well,
joining of legal
This
pieces?
could be legal. This could be
Okay.
legal.
Okay. Well, let's
Yeah.
see how it works. Let's see. Are you trying to put pins in the bottom
no,
of it?
it still won't stud.
What? What are you doing?
No. So you know what's weird? It's like it's
Plate
half
the
of a
stud.
half off. Like it's just so weird. Like
Plate a set of the red studs.
the red studs. I'm not following.
Yeah. So put a small 2x1 plate on the red studs, and then attach it to a jumper on the or a 2x1 studded piece.
To make it
You're-
longer?
You're gonna have to show me because I'm still not my
Hum,
maybe I'm
diddly-dee.
tired. But
I'm tired.
I'm tired. I can't.
Moving,
You're making me do
turning.
mental math. I'm not capable of doing here.
All right, I guess
And I'm looking
All right,
forward
boys.
to another 2 to 1
I'll
jumper.
have to bust open bag 6 just to get the product. There we go.
Oh God, he's gonna do it.
Do I have a bar? Oh, there's a bar.
Sometimes, Rick, when you're on the roll, you got to keep going. Got to finish the.
Oh man.
He's on the. How many do you have left there, Kev? How many left? 2 bags?
For me or Rick?
You.
Oh, this is my last bag.
That's the last one. See, you got to get it done.
It's just the wings.
Too funny.
This is never going to work. I'm looking at. There's just no way this is ever going to line up. I'm moving it around. No,
I'm trying to make it so it doesn't have to if you put a flat piece on the one set of studs, like a tile. Sorry, instead of a plate. You know what I mean?
The only way I can make this work is if I use studs with holes, and then I could gap it out slightly. But I've already used up all my studs with holes, I think. Yeah, these are all filled studs. Oh, but
I know there was one on this.
jumper. Let's see.
Okay, there's a
What can we
jumper.
do with the jumper. So let's see if we can create a building technique here. No, that'll just never line up, never line up, never line up. No. Now, there is one way to make it line up, but it would still be bad. And that's if you turn the studs or turn the jumpers. Because then you can make some of the Lego math work for you. Let's see. How would I make that work? In my head, this works. Let's see.
In my head, this work.
Okay, so, wow. Here's how I made. Look at this here. Where's my camera angle? There we go. But look
Oh,
what I had
boy.
to do. That's the only way I could make that work.
Oh, I see.
Because
You put on an
this
angle.
doesn't stud in on 4 studs, 5 studs, or even anything weird in between. I had to do some
Oh.
weird finagling.
Wait a minute. Do those rods, can they go all the way through the hole?
No,
No.
because they
That's why.
solid there.
That's why you can't do it.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Now, actually, yeah, I wouldn't go through either way. So, yeah.
Where is that?
So, hey, Rick, update on that Toys R Us thing. The reason they're 40% off is because it's clearance final sale.
Well,
Oh,
So they just don't want these things
That
in
makes
their
sense.
inventory anymore.
yeah.
But
Okay.
that's an insane price. $209 with 20% off on each item. Let's see what that comes out to. $209.
okay, now I just need a pole.
I gotta be careful. bricks were sticking to me.
Oh. And it's Cave's accessories.
All right, Kev's got 2 minutes.
Yeah, I'm almost
We're
there.
putting
Just
a timer on
finding.
him.
Just got to get a lance
It's the
going here.
longest stream in months, for sure.
Oh, it's not going to
I
stick.
have to put this in a tray because my cat's been going on the desk lately. I've been seeing
Uh-oh.
this.
Put the tin foil trick on your desktop. Put
Why?
tin foil across
Oh.
your desk.
Yeah,
Why?
Cats don't like it. They don't like the feel or the sound of it.
they
Really?
jump up and
Yeah,
it's
so
slippery.
on
and
your
it makes
white.
noise.
Well,
Yeah,
that means
on
the
your-
cat gets something he likes. I don't like the sound or feel of tinfoil either.
You move it for yourself.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. This is what I was saying here. So you got thingies with the
I will
holes,
give you this screen.
but on one end put flat tile, and on the other end you put your studs. So that even though the studs don't line up, or the stud doesn't line up with another set of studs, it doesn't need to because it'll be flat. So it can go up against and stud in. I just don't have a big plate.
Okay.
Oh, yes, I do.
I mean,
Oh, yes, I do have a big plate. Hold on. I have a big
I
plate
think
right
that's
here.
good if it doesn't have to support weight or whatever. But if it's got to hang, like I would want that. I would want a stud connection.
Yeah. Okay, so if you're hanging it, right? So now I can click it in. Oh, of course, it's one of those make it block plates. And then there you go.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
That's cool. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it achieves a really cool look if you might need it.
You can put it over windows or whatever. Yeah. Or make an accessory toolbar.
Where'd you find this setup, Kev? You saw this somewhere, or somebody making it?
Rick.
Okay, that comes from. Okay,
Well, yeah, this was his idea that I couldn't wrap my head around.
gotcha.
So
Just now. We just designed a new technique. Just like that.
There you go. There you
I
go.
mean, when I was a kid, I was always doing stuff with the bricks when I wasn't chewing on them. Like even
Ooh.
taking the slider and doing that,
Oh, interesting.
Yeah,
you know,
I love that.
because you can get some really neat effects doing stuff like that.
So many effects. Yeah.
Yeah, because once you start getting out of the generic, two-dimensional build, sideways and up
Like
and down.
I was always taking like ladders like this and making them
Mhm.
fit with the studs to do different weird things.
Yeah.
So how would you keep that on there? How would that stay on? What would
Well,
you put on top?
If I was doing something, then I would just clip it on with something like that.
Just a clip, or like can you make
Yeah,
it
you
move?
jumper it.
I would
Another
jumper
clip,
it, put another layer,
Yeah. So they would hold it in between.
and
Yeah,
then
I
just have that
totally
on.
Yeah, there you go.
and
Yeah,
then-
that.
And
So
now
then
it's
you
not going anywhere.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
But if you needed a certain look, and what's cool is like depending on what you were doing, if you had no studs here, you could have this be a sliding piece.
Yeah. That's
There's a
cool.
million things you could do when you're just
Yeah.
screwing around with parts.
Well, it's like that.
That's the out of the box thinking that really Lego's good for. Like, well,
Like I was making slopes back in the day where I was taking, those wedge pieces,
Mhm.
right?
Oh, there we go.
And then just taking whatever else to
And
make.
put it on top. Oh, look at
Make-
that. And then you could then reverse the.
I was
build.
making my rooftops
Yep.
like this.
Yeah.
And Lego wasn't. And I was wrapping my head like, why not? Because using cheese slope bricks I thought was
Yeah.
brutal.
Yeah.
I can make it lightweight like this, and
Well, it's just like you were doing this thing here with the brick inside on top of the studs or whatever.
here, let's do that. There you
That's
go.
cool.
When I was younger, that's how I snot bricked. That's
Yeah,
how I made my walls snot bricked.
Nice.
Was I just wedged it in between two dots, and then I could
I
build
mean,
off the open studs.
when people say illegal Lego techniques, usually anything that puts stress on the brick they would call illegal.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
never.
But I don't
I
find
realized that.
much of that kind of stuff actually stresses the brick at all.
yeah, this isn't very much stress on it, but then again, it's not as sturdy as a clutch.
Yeah, I mean, at the Bricks in the Six, to see some of the mock builders who were taking like 2x2s and making complete circles and hoops.
Yeah.
That was brick bending at its best.
Yep.
Like, that was
Okay.
tough. The tension on those, like I told my
Oh.
buddy, like don't breathe on it because it
Don't.
could explode.
Yeah. It's where you have it sitting on the table and a butterfly comes by and lands on it and then it all explodes.
I mean, when I was there
Overdose.
Saturday, nothing bad had happened yet, so I don't know if the show ended. If I can get Graham Diamond on, the guy who had the show on, who put on the show, like Ken is trying to organize this because Ken said he's already agreed to it. I just haven't spoken to him for us to do a stream and talk about after BrickLink, after Bricks in the Six. Sorry, and I'm really curious to ask him some questions because while he was on VW Bricks last night, VW Bricks didn't ask him some of the hard questions. I have some pressing questions I want to ask him. He's not going to answer the financials, so I won't hit him that way. But I want to know what he wants to do better. There's got to be something.
I think this weapons rack is a mega block thingy or mega construct possibly.
Yep, it is. Yep,
Let's see.
it's from the Dragons line.
Ooh.
Now, I mean, I saw something like that in a lot that I picked up once, and I was like, yeah, we're keeping this one.
Question is the now I know the hands on the figures can't handle Lego because they get stressed out, but are those clips hanging on to the weapons pretty good without stressing out? You see any white lines?
They're all good. They're all good.
One looks broken, but that's fine. The bottom right there, the red one, the clip on it, is it broken?
Oh yeah. Oh no, wait, no. Okay, so what it is it's made so that it's clipped on one side and it's just open on the other side for your weapons.
Okay.
Now watch when I remove the next one, it kitty corners, it switches back and forth.
Gotcha. For the thickness of whatever weapons on there. Yeah.
Yes, to hold the
would
hilt
think,
and then for the blade.
Yeah, it's either that could be a Pirates of the Caribbean one.
It could be
from the Saigon, from one of the Saigon sets, or it could be Dragons. I'm not sure. Yeah. So does it have an AM number on the back there somewhere? Like
I was just about to read it, but okay, 3 and then AM 0.
Yeah, so that's mega. Yeah, that's mega for sure. That's their coding. So that there's a guy in the States who's doing all the PDFs of all the instructions of all the sets. That part number, he could find out which set it belongs to. Nice. If you can get the full number off of that.
Right.
You can look it up. Because he's trying to do BrickLink for Mega.
His work is still going to be limited by the scope of his collection and the access to people's collections. Yeah. There's no one person who's going to be able to do it all for us. And
this is a group. It has to be a group effort. Yeah.
But he's doing a lot of the heavy lifting right now, which is great.
Yeah. Now the thing is, though, Mega took down their website for all the community stuff because they're going to bring something new out. So all the custom jobs are all gone and delisted, and all the people's personal items that they posted on there for the years and years and years. That kind of sucks. I really hope they bring all that back somehow on the new site. Who knows what that's going to look like with the social. They're going to have a new social media director or something like that. So we'll see how it turns out. It sounds like they want to make it a priority, but at the same time, I'm just wondering what Mattel's going to be doing with them. Good start, Rick. Looking good.
All right, guys.
Finish it.
Thanks for hanging with me.
Bye, Kev. Bye, Rick.
Dan, have a good night.
Dan.
Good night, boys.
Peace.
Bye.
Shazam.
Oh, I lost that, guys. I forgot
his spade, his shovel.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
I guess I could show you that little chip in his head too for a second. You see the hole in the top of the head there, how the shovel sits in?
Okay.
No, but the funny part is it's ball jointed.
Oh, his head, eh?
Yeah.
That's so wicked.
But I thought it was really bizarre that he had like a little slotty hole up there.
Did you ever see my video on the posable mega figures? The jointed minifigures, I mean?
They were like this? Yeah.
Lego figures with knee joints, a ball joint for the head, ball joints for the wrist. Dude, it's one of my best viewed videos, actually.
Yeah.